My beloved child, I see you, sitting, scrolling, maybe even shaky with questions you don't say aloud. You might wonder if this message will be for someone else, or if it will land where it matters, on that hidden weight inside you. Stop for a moment. This is for you. It wasn't an accident you paused. From the first light that stirred you this morning, I have been near, watching as you shook the sleep away and carried on. In this quiet, my voice finds you through the noise and the restless loop of your thoughts. Can you feel a slow peace settling? You don't have to earn it. Come as you are. There is something wholly pressing near, not demanding, only drawing. I know the questions that knot your chest in the morning. Will life change? Am I noticed? How long must I wait? Hear me. Not a sigh or a longing slips past me. I am the stillness around you, the gentle tug that turns your attention back toward hope. You are not trapped in the same anxious circles. I see those fears you fold around tomorrow, the hurts you replay, your search for proof that I am still involved in your story. I am nearer than the air you breathe. Let the light of morning be a reminder. I am the constant you sought, calling your name. Stay here a while. Don't hurry to the next thing. Give yourself permission to breathe, to rest in the nearness I offer. As you sit, imagine a hand on your shoulder, steady, warm, rooting you in the present. No matter how scattered your thoughts, how restless your spirit, I hold you close. Even now, I gather every shattered dream and disappointment. Those wounds, old or recent, do not define you. My love is patient and persistent, like a stream that finds the cracks and brings life where things once seemed dead. Inside you there is a longing to be free from the heavy expectations, to stand without the weight of guilt or shame. Each sunrise is an invitation to begin again. Every morning I pour out fresh grace like dawn's light. If you are tired from striving or from unmet hopes, come. Lay down the mask for a moment. Just be. If the silence feels awkward or vulnerable, let it. You don't need to fill it with perfect words. I already know every layer of your heart. I delight in your honesty far more than your perfection. Maybe you wonder if it's too late, if too much is broken to rebuild. Little one, I never write people off. Where you see ruins, I see foundations. My timing may look slow to you, but I am moving in the details, shaping outcomes you can't yet see. When the path ahead looks tangled, I am making the way, unfolding each next step gently. The results you hope for may not mirror your imagination, but I am always working for your good. Trust that I never take my eyes off you. Uncertainty often presses hardest when it comes to those you love. You carry the burdens of family and the gaps you wish you could fill. Feel the ache, but don't mistake it for being alone. You aren't meant to gather the world on your shoulders. In the quiet, name them to me. Let me hold what you can't control. I am shepherd to them as I am to you. Present, steady, never absent. Rest your fears in my hands. I carry what you cannot. Right now, notice your breathing, in and out, gentle and given. Each inhale is a reminder that you are sustained, not by your effort, but by my presence. Lift your eyes for a moment from all the undone things. The gift I offer is myself, steadfast and unwavering. You may feel two things at once, gratitude and grief, hope and hesitation. That's okay. Your honest emotions do not push me away. My arms stay open. My welcome never fades. Feel the room you're in filled with quiet assurance. Let tension ease from your neck and shoulders. Let your jaw unclench. There is an unseen embrace here that steadies trembling hands and lifts bowed heads. You do not need to fix everything today. Receive mercy poured fresh into this moment. As you lean in, I will fill places in your spirit that have felt empty for so long. The story is not finished. There is still light ahead. You might be tempted to drift into distraction or numbness, to retreat when you don't know how to go on. My invitation is simple. Stay. Return when you stray. Let these words settle deeper than your restlessness. If your faith falters or your hope glows faintly, I am the same. You don't disappoint me when you stumble. Every longing for peace you carry is met by my kindness. The ground beneath you is steadier than you think. It's easy to judge yourself for not being further along, for not holding it all together. I delight in your process, in the detours, the sidesteps, the times you try again. There is no shame in asking for help. I am not counting progress. I celebrate every return. That warmth pressing near is my pledge. I do not leave or abandon mine. Rest in being seen, cherished, upheld by hands that do not tire. Stay with me and you'll discover hope taking root even in uncertain soil. Every honest breath, every true thought is welcome. You are not invisible in your struggle, nor overlooked in your longing. Wait with me. I'm not finished revealing what these moments hold. Let me draw you into my presence, where ordinary quiet becomes an invitation. Right now, your breath's rhythm is a sign. You are sustained, even when sleep clings to your eyelids and worries prick the edge of your thoughts. In the hush before the day fully wakes, notice how light softens the corners of your room, a small promise of new beginnings. I am in that gentle shift, quietly preparing what the day will bring. Nothing here is random. You might worry about the demands waiting beyond your door, tasks and faces that need more strength than you feel you have. Lift your eyes from the long list and meet mine for a moment. Rest in the knowledge that you do not walk into anything alone. My hand steadies you. My wisdom breathes into ordinary routines. My love folds around you more wholly than you imagine. Fear loves to imagine all the ways things could fall apart, rehearsing worst-case endings in the quiet of night. Your heart pulls between wanting certainty and the hope that I guide more gently than you think. Notice how small repeating gifts, dawn, the comfort of a familiar voice, or how I remind you my care is not distant. Release the idea that you must earn attention with flawless trust or perfect words. Come as you are, raw, hopeful, hesitant. I am not a silent judge waiting to see if you fail. I am your father, patient, calling you back into my affection. Place your hand over your heart. Feel the steady beat beneath your palm, the pulse I gave you, proof you are known and cherished. Pressure to prove your worth can dull your sense of nearness. You chase approval through accomplishments that never truly satisfy. Instead, start this day rooted in the relief of being claimed by me. When the urge to rush rises, remember how I walked alongside those I love, allowing for wonder and noticing. I am not rushing you past this present blessing. Gratitude is a key. It opens our eyes to the small, steady proof of my goodness. On dim days, pause to notice one quiet beauty. Sunlight on the floor, the memory of laughter, a simple breath. These humble offerings show that provision is steady and not performance-based. Gratitude reorients your gaze and draws hope back. You ask how to face uncertainties. What if you're not enough? What if things fall apart? Hear me. Nothing you face today is beyond my care. I don't promise the absence of hardship, but I promise you will never carry any burden alone. I am the calm that settles your body when fear rises, the clarity that comes when you let outcomes go. I do not fail you, even when family or friendships feel unresolved. The change you want in others and in yourself, begins with the work I do inside hearts. Release control. Entrust those you love to my hands. I am always working, often in ways you cannot yet see, never distant or indifferent. Let me be the companion who eases the load. As you step into your day, trust that I am with you in the smallest acts. Making breakfast, saying hello, caring for yourself and others. My spirit nudges gentle reminders. Your value is fixed. Your story is still being written by a loving author. Listen for that voice in the comfort of routine. I delight in the moments you simply allow yourself to be, beloved and unhurried. When doubts urge you to retreat, remember I call you forward, not because of merit, but because of relationship. You belong to me. That is enough. Each new challenge is an invitation to see my provision in unexpected ways. Let the promise of companionship outrank your anxiety. Settle into the truth. You are not abandoned. I am present, giving you what you need when you need it. Bring me your true self, distracted, hopeful, weary, longing. Rest your guard for a moment. Here there is only acceptance and safety. I know your thoughts even before you speak them, and yet I delight in hearing you. In the small, ordinary beginnings of each morning, I am already active in ways you don't yet see. Let your heart rest in the hush of this present space. Here my voice meets yours again, steady, unhurried, tender. Turn away from the rush of tasks and find me at the edge of your awareness. Even if confidence feels worn thin and energy is low, know my nearness is your first provision. Breathe in and sense the ease of my presence, gentle and steady like early sunlight coaxing hope. When the world insists value comes only from measurable results, remember, I watch the silent things. How you refuse to answer anxiety with anger, how you offer kindness when tired, the small acts of patience. I am the keeper of what matters most. I nourish every seed you plant in faith, even the hidden ones. When fear looms larger than courage, I am not surprised by your struggle. Those cold questions you run through at night. Will you have enough? Will they thrive? Will you fail? Bring them to me. Don't sort them alone. Let them be offerings at my feet. My wisdom gathers the tangled parts and gives clarity in unexpected moments. Feel the slow, steady rhythm of your breath. Every cycle reminds you of my faithfulness. The day's light lifts what was dark, just as I lift you from discouragement. Place your hand on your heart. Hear the quiet beat, a signature that you belong to me in every circumstance. I shelter and shield. I invite you to trust even before full understanding comes. The pressure to have instant answers is not from me. I call you to release expectations that weigh you down. When obstacles arise and prayers seem unanswered, remember waiting with me is never wasted. There are gifts in every season, even in uncertainty. Things that can only grow when your gaze isn't fixed on the horizon. You wonder if surrender means giving up, if letting go is losing. In my presence, surrender is not defeat. It is quiet courage, humility to place your desires and questions in my hands. In doing so, you make room for me to create new beginnings where you saw endings. You don't need a full map, only the assurance that my hand steadies yours. Strength is often quiet. It is getting up after disappointment, choosing kind words when anger is simpler, hoping when reasons are few. I see the costly efforts you make. When you compare yourself to others, remember my love for you isn't measured that way. I know the cost of your waiting and your faithfulness. I am not hurrying you past your lessons. I treasure the slow shaping of your heart. Rest from the hurry to catch up. You are exactly where you need to be. Bring everything to me. Laughter and questions, plans and disappointments, the ache for your family's well-being, the rainy weight of anxiety. I can hold it all. As you release the need to control outcomes, relief comes. You open to surprises, quiet joys that arrive unexpectedly, comfort that steadies your breathing. Even when you can't see the end, trust the gentle leading of my spirit, one step at a time. No voice of criticism can erase the truth I've spoken over you. You are mine, beloved. Begin again when you falter. My grace is more than a second chance. It is daily strength, new every morning. If weariness threatens to drown out prayer, notice how simple gratitude shifts your heart. Remember past faithfulness. Whisper thanks for the breath in your lungs, for shelter, for being heard by me. These are not small things. They are signs of my care. Every dawn is an invitation to begin anew. Bring your honest self. I will never tire of your questions or your need for reassurance. I meet you where you are, ready to guide and strengthen you. My presence surrounds you, steady as a mountain, gentle as a parent's hand on a child's shoulder. Let that filter through your worries and quiet them with hope. Nothing that comes to you surprises me. I have known every challenge before it arrived and am already at work in it. Be patient with yourself. Let my calm fill your mind. Together we will walk each step and you will see my love is enough for the day. You have come close, feeling the pull of my presence and the hesitation inside your heart. I know your caution, walls once needed for protection. Now I'm walking through them, not to expose, but to heal. Even if trust feels risky, let my nearness soften the ground where fear has grown. Breathe slowly. Notice tension uncoil as kindness whispers into places you didn't know could be reached. You don't have to strive for closeness. You are already seen and known. In this moment, my love hovers, offering shelter from the chaos. There is a new way to carry pain, a new way to let go. I see your private battles, the ones that go unnoticed, and I honor the courage it takes just to keep breathing. Lies have told you that opening up means risking disappointment. You can stop pretending. Your wounds are not flaws to hide. They're openings where healing pours in. I am not put off by your scars, they draw me near. If you pause and place your hand over your chest, you might feel a warmth that surprises you. My spirit awakening hope where it seemed impossible. You have wondered if you hear me, if your prayers cross the ceiling of silence. Trust that silence does not mean absence. In the hush between what was and what will be, I work deepest. You are being stretched and prepared, not for more duty, but for more delight. When fear shouts louder than my quiet assurance, pause and let my peace wash over you. You are not alone in these battles. Love that won't let go hems you in. Even now, something buried is being brought back to life. If unworthiness whispers that my promises are for others, not you, let me say plainly, every promise I have is for you. You are treasured and chosen, not tolerated. I have seen every compromise and stumble, none are wasted. They become raw material for your transformation. Say it now, I am chosen. Let that truth break the hold of shame. I build your future on a foundation of delight in you, not on the ruins of the past. There may be resistance to hope, born from disappointment, but you are in a new moment. What if the next turn brings restoration rather than loss? I don't promise a pain-free life, but I promise pain won't define you. The season is changing. You are awakening to your truest self, formed not by fear, but by encounter with me. My presence settles on you like a gentle stillness, anchoring you beyond what you thought possible. You're not the first to feel eager and uncertain. Many have stood where you stand and found me faithful. Let their stories remind you of what I can do for you. Sense the gentle urging to surrender a little more. Your heart is being prepared for breakthrough, not always dramatic, but a quiet awakening that gives ordinary moments holy significance. Today you might notice my nearness in a mundane task, peace where agitation once ruled. Watch for it. Let expectation rise where despair tried to plant itself. I don't want you to perform to earn approval. I long for relationship, honest exchange where you bring real joy and real sorrow. Release striving. Let rest be your declaration of trust. Every small step toward me is honored. I see the tears you won't wipe away and the battle between wanting to believe and fearing disappointment. You are not alone. I bear the weight that feels too heavy. My arms wrap around you, pulling you into safety. Each breath is proof. You are alive by design, held on purpose. Even uncertainties are holy ground. There is a deeper layer I want to bring you into. Pay attention to small shifts in body and spirit. Keep your hand over your heart, a few more beats. Feel warmth and truth ripple. Soon you'll notice how much has already changed. I gather every sigh and secret doubt. The ache in quiet places is not hidden from me. I tend to you like gold in a fire, not by removing you from the heat, but by standing with you in it until strength arises. Pressure and discomfort are not meant to destroy, but to unlock surprising strength. Breathe. Feel steadiness returning. In time, you'll look back and marvel at how obstacles became a foundation that cannot be shaken. Exhaustion may shout over my whisper, fear may act like wisdom, but you don't have to fight alone. Place your hand on your heart and feel that pulse. Declaration enough that I am not finished with you. I see the scars that made you doubt your worth. I called you beloved not because you are perfect, but because my love is greater than any flaw. Let that truth rest on you like sunlight on skin. Can you sense warmth spreading, shadows retreating? Healing is unfolding, slower than you want, deeper than you know. My timing is not delay, it is precision. This awakening you've prayed for comes not with spectacle, but with a quiet surge of hope that refuses to leave. Do not harden your heart. Step past familiar disappointment and let me surprise you. Some gifts arrive only in open hands. You may fear letting go and finding emptiness, but I promise loss will not be the final word. Rooms that felt hollow are being filled with purpose. I am rewriting your story scene by scene. What once silenced you becomes your anthem. Even now, breath slows and heart steadies as I move where you cannot see. Trust me with the next step, even if the map is unclear. You are called to walk with me in the middle of your questions. Do you feel me nearer, like air you breathe, or a gentle pressure at your back, keeping you moving when you're spent? Pause. Let tears fall if they come. Every tear is known. If loneliness or the weight of decisions feels heavy, I assure you I see every layer. I enter your mess willingly. Tilt your chin to meet my gaze, not in condemnation, but in delight. You are meant for intimacy with me, to know me not as distant, but as the one who shares silence in your darkest rooms. Lay down the need to prove yourself. The lie that worth depends on unbroken strength has been shattered by my relentless affection. Your weakness is a doorway, not a disqualification. Through every flaw, I display my power. Hear that revelation in your bones. You are chosen, held, becoming new. Say it now, I am becoming. Let that safety settle in. I cover you, shield you, commission you for more. Pain will not define you. It is being transformed into compassion, wisdom, resilience. You will comfort others as I comfort you. This is reality being born now. Soon you'll see why nothing was wasted. There's a lightness in your spirit, even if you can't name it yet, a quiet expectation returning. That is me, the unexplainable surge of hope, the laughter that finds you again, the small mercies that arrive when your guard drops. These are not accidents. They are my hand at work. Watch for gentle surprises, a kind word, an unexpected help, a peace that settles when you pause. Welcome them without suspicion. Even when anxiety says run, I am patient. This shaping happens in ordinary courage, not one-off miracles. You are surrounded by others learning the same truth. Many who felt lost found me steadfast. Their lives are a stream carrying people from darkness. You are stepping into that stream. Let your heart breathe into the nudges to surrender more. Your heart is being prepared for breakthrough, for a steady, holy changing of ordinary moments. Today, look for my nearness in small things. Let hope rise where despair once planted. There is more to come, new strength forged in midnight hours, clarity that grows in quiet. If you long for settled direction, know my attention is undivided. I see worries about the next turn. Though uncertainty presses, I steady your path, holding the whole of your journey in strong and tender hands. When anxious thoughts crowd your mind, pause in me. Notice your footsteps, the morning air. Receive the day as a canvas for grace, not another burden. Hand me hidden worries and watch gentle clarity break through like light parting fog. Trust that my presence anchors you. You wonder if your life makes a difference. Hear this. Your smallest offerings, carried with love, are precious. I see silent sacrifices and patient prayers. None are lost. Every seed of kindness you plant, I nurture. Do not judge impact by loud metrics. I water the good you sow and will bring fruit in my season. When temptation says you're not enough, remember you are never alone. Your worth is sealed by my love, not outcomes. Rise each day, not carrying past failures, but clothed anew in courage and hope. This hope is not wishful. It is a living assurance lifting your chin toward tomorrow. You've asked in restless nights, why the wait? Why some doors stay closed? I know the ache of delayed dreams. No season is wasted when you walk with me. Even in silence, I do hidden work, tending the soil for blessings in their appointed time. I will not forget the desires I placed in you. Let patience sprout in your heart. Lay down burdens that were never yours. Others' pain, old regrets, outcomes too large to control. You don't have to mend every fracture. I am the healer and restorer. Release what weighs you down and feel my peace. Move into empty places, quieting storms and lightening your step. When you feel invisible, remember, I see every tear, every smile, each hidden hope. My gaze never passes over you. From secret dreams to unspoken worries, I count each detail. You cannot slip from my notice. Rest in that certainty. Breathe in my nearness. Let these words settle like dew on new grass. The world may urge relentless doing, but I invite you first to simply rest in being loved. As you linger in this love, burdens lighten, pressure becomes peace, and gratitude blooms in unlikely soil. There are gifts within you not yet discovered, abilities and strengths I'm stirring awake. Do not fear stepping beyond old boundaries. I am waiting there. When you doubt your capacity, remember I am your source and shield. I give wisdom for choices, courage for beginnings, grace for the unknown. Step boldly. My light goes before you. You will not journey alone. Each day brings its own blessing, lesson, mercy. What you need tomorrow, I will provide tomorrow. For now, gather what's within reach. Calm, resilient hope, the sense that you are loved where you are. With each surrendered moment, I build in you a life that brightens with every dawn. I am not finished with you, not after 1,000 sunrises. This is only the beginning of what I have purposed for your heart. Rest in the truth I hold both seen and unseen. As you move through shadows, remain aware of the quiet strength around you. When plans scatter and chatter fills your mind, let my peace settle over your worries, like morning light through a restless night. I am working on your behalf, arranging answers and opening ways according to the timing of my love. Though you ache for quick fixes, do not grow weary. My care never falters. Breathe and feel the steady rhythm of my nearness as you face unknown steps. Disappointment may chill you and whisper neglect, but beloved, not one hope is dismissed by me. Your longings matter. Lift them to me without fear or shame. I am not impatient with your yearning. I nurture new life within your soul with tender patience, just as soil holds a seed until it sprouts. Let your heart be safe for hope to rest until it rises in the right season. If you carry the weight of responsibility for others, remember, I hold their lives too. Release outcomes you cannot control and draw courage from my promise to sustain both you and those you pray for. Let sighs and silent pleas become offerings I tend with care. Trust me to shape their stories with the same wisdom that shapes yours. On days when you question if your acts matter, know this: your faithfulness is not wasted. Every generous word, every merciful choice, every quiet obedience is a pebble dropped into living water, creating ripples you cannot yet measure. I notice what others miss. What you surrender in faith does not vanish. It joins my work in the world. Even when exhaustion tugs, I am the source restoring strength. Let my joy steer you back to truth. Your value does not depend on applause. When regrets knock and say the past is closed, remember with me, nothing is beyond redemption. Where sorrow left marks, healing begins a new song. Lift your gaze and dare to believe I can create beauty from brokenness. Let gratitude rise for the way I transform mistakes into wisdom and deeper compassion. You are not defined by failure. You are being renewed by my desire to restore your story. When uncertainty leaves you restless and searching for signs, return to the quiet center where I dwell in you. Place your hand on your heart and remember, you are never alone. Guidance is not always thunder. Often it's a persistent quiet, a slow clarity like dawn. Keep leaning in, attentive to gentle nudges. Trust that every season of waiting is filled with good intent for your life. If you fear that surrender steals your joy, listen. Surrender opens space for a deeper, truer joy. Come, breathe, be. Let my nearness be your steadying song today. My heart never wants to take from you. I long to fill the places where you ache with something that lasts. Trust me, I prune so you'll grow fuller, not smaller. When you loosen your grip on control, you make room for surprise and fresh beginnings. Let me write wonder where you expected only the same old routine. When you feel small or unseen, rest in knowing my gaze never leaves you. I celebrate the quiet wins inside you, the prayers you whisper alone, the courage it takes to start again after a fall. On days when even lifting your head feels heavy, come to me for renewed strength. Don't wait until you feel worthy. My arms are open to you now, just as you are. Be honest about your weariness, your anger, your urge to give up. I love you in your weakness, and I draw near, carrying what you cannot. Put your anxious thoughts in my hands and let your racing mind quiet. Hear my voice reminding you, you are cherished not for what you do, but because you are mine. As you walk among imperfect people and messy circumstances, Remember, my grace isn't for the perfect, it's for the real. Every shortcoming, every limit, every feared failure, that's where my mercy arrives fresh. Stop striving for approval and let yourself be embraced. Let my unconditional love warm your weary striving. Bring me your doubts and confusion, your half-formed hopes. I will meet you with patient understanding. I don't want flawless performance. I want your honest heart. Bring me your questions, your unfinished prayers. Together we'll keep walking. Do you sense the change beneath your usual anxieties? A stirring in places you thought were scarred? This is the turning I've prepared, a crossing from old torment into new promise. Yesterday's residue cannot chain you unless you hold it. Feel the ground shifting under you. My hand is breaking open old soil so fresh roots can drink deeply. I am not only near, I am breaking through walls you believed permanent. Those voices that said this is just how it is are losing power as my truth grows in you. You are not who you were. Breathe. Let my nearness fill you. That quickened heart, don't mistake it for ordinary worry. It is holy anticipation. If you notice goosebumps or a warm spread in your center, that's my signature. My spirit stirring newness inside you. Pause. Exhale. Feel how I stand between you and the shadows that once silenced you. You survived for a reason. Your wounds become doors and your scars become keys to compassion others need. Right now I'm connecting moments you couldn't understand before. Remember when hope felt like a cruel joke? I saw every tear you thought vanished. Those cries were precious in my hands. Your prayers poured in agony have become seeds. Now the first shoots break the hard ground. The future unfolding bears the mark of your faith when nothing seemed to make sense. You may feel lightness seeping through cracks of bitterness. Courage is replacing shame. Songs of deliverance are rising. Wisdom blooms where loss once lived. I have uprooted cycles that seemed unbreakable. Today, watch for strange moments of peace, ease and stress, an urge to forgive, laughter that surprises you. When these come, recognize my fingerprints, peace settling like a mantle that no voice or fear can remove. Some of you wonder if this is real or just hopeful thinking. Hear me. The enemy rehearsed your defeat for years, planting doubts that wear the face of realism. I expose those lies. You carry the mark of the resurrected. Divine resilience burns in you. This season of just enduring is ending. You rise to walk healed and sent. You have a purpose no one else can fill because you've bled where you bled. Today I ignite courage in you to step forward and comfort others with what you've received. Lay your hand on your heart. Feel its rhythm. With each beat I speak again. You belong to me. You are my chosen, my beloved. The world will call you by past failures, but I call you by your true name. Redeemed, set apart, commissioned for glory. Your shame is not your definition. I am reconstructing your life with living hope. My mercy doesn't patch damaged goods. It transforms broken places into brilliance. Fear may whisper, but it loses ground now. Let tears fall when they come. As they flow, heaviness lifts. That is my healing softening the hardened soil of your expectations, so dreams can break forth. You used to dread nightfall, waiting for relief that never arrived. Tonight, sleep will come without wrestling. Tomorrow, new energy will rise that you thought was gone. You may think transformation is for others. No one is disqualified here. I break the categories that confine your worth, that longing inside you to reach for more. That's my invitation. Every time you risk hope, even trembling, I draw near. My favor rests on those who trust me with raw places. Thousands have walked this path before you, shedding skins that never fit. Trace my faithfulness through your wilderness. I did not abandon you. Even in failure and rebellion, I preserved the best of you, knitting together fragments so you can carry wholeness. My power is perfected in weakness. As you falter, I strengthen. As you stall, I nudge. The question is not whether you'll stumble again, but whether you'll let me lift you when you do. Beloved, you are covered, wrapped in favor, shielded by presence. Arising inside you builds a confidence anchored deeper than feeling. Something sacred is happening. Your past gives way to resurrection identity. This goes beyond personal renewal. It is commissioning. Doors will open and hearts will heal because you said yes to the process. Don't measure today by yesterday's limits. My plans unfold in wild, unpredictable beauty. The best is not behind you, it breathes on you now. I am preparing much in secret. Soon you will see it. I know you sometimes hold your breath in waiting, wondering if my timing will meet your need. Even where answers seem slow, I am never absent. There is a quiet music beneath your doubts, assuring you that your journey matters. The sun does not rush its path, and neither do I. Each dawn is tailored for you, each night kept by my hand. Breathe this day's air and remember you walk with the one who shaped every hour. When anxiety rises like a tide, you are not meant to be swept away. Pause and feel my steadiness anchoring you. If hands tremble, rest them in mine. Every question and longing, bring them. I don't judge. I understand your unspoken fears, the uncertainty that wakes you. I measure you not by certainty, but by your willingness to return when ground shakes. Let your prayers rise, wordless sighs or bold petitions. I receive them all. On mornings when gratitude feels distant, I am near, giving renewed perspective. If your cares are heavy, it's not failure to turn to me. You were never meant to carry everything alone. Family, friends, all those you love are held in my design. I see your love and your disappointments. When tensions rise, ask me for wisdom, even in a quiet glance upward. Let forgiveness flow like a stream. I am working in the lives of those you hold close, often unseen, planting seeds of peace and restoration. You may worry your days won't amount to meaning when routines feel dull. Hear me. Your life is not small. Quiet courage and unnoticed kindness don't escape my notice. My kingdom grows in faithful soil. The small acts of love, the humble choices made with care, these are written in eternal ink. I sometimes ask you to release what you cannot fix. Old patterns, fractured plans, the bitterness that creeps in. Hand them to me. My guidance is not confusing but a steadying voice. Often the next step is one generous gesture or a whispered yes to fear. Surrender is itself a seed that bears fruit in time. Dreams may wait, promises seem buried. Don't let impatience choke the hope I planted. I work through delays as well as results. Growth happens underground before the shoot breaks the surface. Cherish the slow miracle of becoming who I made you to be. If you feel exposed, remember my hand covers you. You are more than circumstances or achievements. You are entirely beloved. When comparison or criticism eats at your identity, return to my words. Chosen, precious, set apart. Let my delight be your shield when the world judges. Your worth is original and rooted in me. Tonight, as you release worries circling your heart, bring them honestly into my light. Sit quietly, breathe. Sense my care fill in the room. Even if rest is elusive, my faithfulness holds through the dark. I watch over your dreams, stirring hope while you sleep. My purposes move in the midnight hour, shaping tomorrow. I am waiting in the dawning day to meet you again. Let anticipation turn from dread to hope, from fear to trust. Every morning is a beginning made with intention, a chance to learn my grace anew. I am not finished with your story. My mercies greet you with new strength. Wherever you stand, joy, trial, or in between, I am nearer than your next breath. As we close this moment, know what's stirring in you isn't the end but dawn. Every hidden ache and question has been seen and cherished. You are not fading into silence. You are awakening to a resonance that noise cannot drown. I speak clarity louder than doubt. My nearness pulses through you, closer than breath, stronger than memory. Nothing can separate you from this shelter. This comfort is not fleeting, but the seed of a movement that continues beyond words. Change often comes in still, deliberate seconds where I rewrite your heart. Do you feel the subtle lifting from your chest? That gentle, insistent hand of mine, coaxing hope from disappointment. Take a deep breath. Know you haven't missed your moment or wasted your pain. Everything surrendered is being transformed. My promise holds for those who trembled and chose to rise. You are chosen, pursued. If you once wondered whether you mattered, look at me now. You are beloved, unique, irreplaceable, anointed for impact beyond what you feel. You may sense a quiet courage building where fear lived. That was always meant for you. The enemy tried to make your scars a disqualification. I say they prove nothing could sever my hold on you. Say it, I am not broken. I am chosen. I am not forgotten. I am seen. Let those words be your anchor when storms return. This week, when old voices rise, not enough or too much to carry, pause and remember this presence. Place your hand on your heart and say, I carry the presence of the Almighty within me. This is more than motivation. It's resurrection alive in your soul. In the next 72 hours, you will notice my signature in ordinary places. A friend's laugh, sunlight's warmth, a moment that lifts what you carried. You'll know it because long-held ache will feel lighter. Don't dismiss it as chance. I am teaching you to recognize my movement, even in silence. You are learning the language of my love. Listen for my whisper in the mundane. When doubt creeps back, stop and breathe. Touch your heart and remember, I am not only with you, I am in you, speaking life into places you thought hollow. You are entering a season of relentless hope. The night battles trained your hands for victory. Where fatigue lingered, fresh strength will surprise you. An inner quickening will move you beyond survival to true living. Others will notice your resilience, your peace, your capacity to love without bitterness. This is my glory through you. You are becoming a beacon. Even when you feel small, you radiate freedom to someone still bound. Soon your life will be a conduit of the healing you once begged for. Whispers will tell you to shrink back. That is not my voice. I never called you to echo fear. I call you to echo the power I awaken in you. Don't let lies write your story. The life I write through you is marked by joy, wisdom born of pain, and a confidence that refuses old labels. Take up the mantle. I move forward not as a victim, but as a carrier of victory. Watch what rises as you agree with my truth, not your old narrative. You have glimpses of who you will be, but only the edges. Yield, lean into uncomfortable faith, and doors will open, even breaking cycles that hurt your family for generations. Soon you'll wake to mornings where fear is not first, but anticipation. Your peace will awaken others. The hope you keep will reflect love even to those who hurt you. You do not walk into the unknown alone. I author the road under your feet, empowering each step, delighting in every effort, catching every tear. Right now, let gratitude fill your lungs. Welcome the fullness of this moment. The longing that brought you here was my hand guiding you. If tears come, let them. Sacred evidence the hard ground is breaking for new life. Return to this place as often as you need. Let these words revive you. I'm not finished unveiling glory through you. There is more. I'm only beginning to show the wonder stored in your surrendered places. Say it aloud if you will. This is my new beginning. I am aligned with divine purpose. I am loved. I am sent. I am whole. Amen. If this word stirred you, stay connected to these daily reminders of faithfulness. Press that button not for content, but for communion. I will meet you here tomorrow with life for the places that need it most. I called you to pause so these words could reach you. Feel the stilling air, the slowing pulse that lets you notice my presence. This is not a random thought. It's a personal word meant for you. If your weight is heavier than you admit, bring those questions and quiet longings to me. Let me calm the swirl of demands and doubts that crowd your mornings. I am here, ready. You are seen in all you are, even what you hide behind smiles. I meet you at the first light of each day and know every moment you rise with hope or hesitation. Uncertainty threatens your plans. Old anxieties try to claim your peace. In the hush before busyness, my hand rests on you, offering the certainty you seek. Together we find sacred space, not in ritual or perfection, but in honesty and vulnerability. My kindness is for you now, even when you doubt deserving it. Don't look away from what's stirring. When you wonder if your quiet prayers matter, they do. Every murmur, every whispered thanks is noticed. Even when outward change is slow, I plant seeds inside you that grow steadily. While you wait, trust that patient endurance is not wasted. Surrender is beauty. Let go of what you cannot control, not from resignation, but confident in my care. Imagine releasing anxious thoughts like exhaling after holding your breath too long. Here you can rest not because troubles vanish, but because you're never alone with them. My guidance is steady and tender. Where you feel empty, I bring fullness. Where you feel overlooked, I draw near. Your story unfolds within my care because of our closeness, not your perfection. Keep your heart open despite cynicism. Each trust and small thank you gathers light into your day. The world rushes for bigger and louder, but I treasure your quiet courage. I walk with you through routines, turning ordinary places into openings for my goodness. Even now, sense my nearness, a soft warmth inviting you to lay down burdens you cannot carry. Nothing is too small for my attention, nothing too tangled I cannot patiently untie. Rest in belonging, not for what you produce, but because you are mine. This assurance is always within reach, even before questions are solved or doors open. Feel how your spirit relaxes in my company. Let that peace ground you for the day. Stay close, I am not finished speaking. What I have for you is enough for every hour ahead. Lean into this moment. When uncertainty whispers, lean in. Your next breath is a reminder. I am near, holding your hidden hopes and invisible weight. Invite me into the busy or the still, and notice how my gaze remains fixed on you. Morning light or evening hush, whenever you listen, my love moves. I am not a distant watcher. I steady you, bringing a shiver of peace when fear clings. Some days you wake eager, other days you wake dreading tasks that feel larger than you. On those mornings, invite me in. Even a sigh or a thought-formed word meets my care. Come rest your burdens here. You do not disappoint me with trembling. Your faith need not be large for my attention. When anxiety rises, let that be the cue. Pause. Let the space between thoughts be where my presence slips in, steadier than any discomfort. You think you must carry everything. The fear of letting others down, of missing purpose, of being overlooked. My child, stop proving yourself. You are already my delight. Before you act, before you fix or please, my love surrounds you because you belong. When you grow tired of proving worth, lean into the quiet knowing I have chosen you. I see every door you think must open and every fear of being left behind. Let yourself be seen even in the unfinished. Notice sunlight or the hush when you close your eyes. In those simple moments, gratitude can rise without force. Take one breath. See your hands rest. Let thankfulness come, not for perfection, but for my steady care that doesn't waver when life does. Receiving what you cannot control starts in that whisper of gratitude. I teach you to find gifts in unexpected places. A warm smile, a friend's message, the stillness at day's end. As you move through the hours ahead, distractions will tug at you. The world urges speed and guardedness. My invitation is different. A slower pace where you needn't rush or demand certainty at every turn. When you want to fix everything, come back to my voice. Hear the gentle reassurance under the noise. You are never without guidance. When the road looks unclear, my wisdom comes not as a flood, but a steady stream shaping you over time. Don't mistake silence for absence. I do my deepest work in waiting, refining courage, trust, and identity. If you feel lost in shadow, I am closer than ever, illuminating even the dimmest space with hope. It is not your strength that makes you worthy, but my unwavering love holding you. The fears you barely name, bring them close. I know the questions that keep you awake and the ache for assurance. Don't hide them behind rehearsed prayers. Meet my open arms with an honest heart. A small, faltering yes is more than enough. I delight in your fragile trust. Each time you surrender what you cannot control, you make room for real peace. There is no shame in your need. Come as you are again and again. Let your relationships show gentle patience. When frustration rises or you feel misunderstood, remember I am as present with those you love as I am with you. My compassion covers you both. I see the family you worry for and the ones you pray over. Be at rest. Every person is known to me, and each circumstance is under my care. Release your grip for a moment and sense the strain lift from your body. Trust I am moving even where outcomes are unseen. I work in hidden ways, patiently bringing goodness into each story. In stillness, I prompt you not to stop, but to be surrendered and attentive. When you don't know what's next, quiet your mind and feel me draw near. Open your hands, literally and in spirit, to what I have. Some answers take longer than you wish. Some prayers seem unanswered. In that ache, I am planting resilience, perspective, and a deeper belonging that trials cannot erase. Every season shapes you. Every weight is a catalyst for growth, not neglect. Your small acts of love and unseen sacrifices matter. Keep trusting me with the unknown. My plans are shaped by love for you, never impatience. When you walk uncertain, I steady your steps and guard your heart with unyielding care. Notice how your heart quickens when you sense my nearness, and how peace can settle despite noise. This is not imagination. It is my spirit softening your burdens in overlooked moments. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. I come beside you in the hush between waking thoughts and breathe steadiness into your questions. Even when doubt crouches at the door, I refuse to let you walk alone. Every sigh and worry is cupped in my hand. I am nearer than the air you breathe. Honor this closeness. It is my gift to steady you before you face the day's demands. Today, as sunlight streaks your path, my voice comes as presence lighting each footstep. The world tells you to run and fret, but I call you to move with me, present and attentive, one moment at a time. Breathe this assurance. You do not need to know every turn. Release the urge to map your future perfectly. My wisdom outpaces confusion and makes a way through fog. With me, you are never lost. Despite detours, I shape your waiting into a sacred appointment. If anxieties crowd your mind, name them here and let them become seeds in my capable hands. I am patient with your fears, drawing close to gather them. As you release your grip, new courage awakens. Hear me. Your weaknesses are not shameful. They invite my strength to flourish. I rejoice to shield you when life wars against your peace. I meet you in every season, when you celebrate and when you surrender. I have watched you travel roads alone, and each night, when darkness presses, I guard you. Nothing slips from my loving hold, not the swirling thoughts that keep you uneasy, nor the hidden questions you tuck away in the quiet corners of your heart. Escape my notice. Even in those buried places, my light moves softly, slipping through cracks you didn't know were there. I lift you not only from the struggles that appear on the surface, but also from the storms that rise within, those quiet battles that threaten to silence hope before it even begins. When irritation weighs on your spirit, or disappointment casts a shadow across your day, I do not turn away. Instead, I come close with tenderness. Picture my hand resting gently on your shoulder, lifting the ache you've carried too long and replacing it with something lighter, something kind. You don't have to strive for flawlessness to be welcomed by me. I already see your desire to return, even in your unsteady steps. Everything you bring, raw, unpolished, unsure, matters deeply to me. Your humility, your longing for direction, is a precious gift. I lean into every whisper of your heart. There will be moments you question whether you are truly seen, whether the quiet acts of kindness, the unseen sacrifices, the silent endurance have any meaning in a world that celebrates noise. In those moments, hear me gently. Nothing you entrust to me ever fades away. I see every hidden struggle, every small gesture of compassion that earns no applause. I hold close every tear nobody else notices, every moment of faithfulness that shapes your character in ways only heaven measures. These small seeds you plant in secret, they are growing into blessings that will unfold in their perfect time, and I am faithful to bring their fruit forward. As for those you love, your family, your children, your friends, entrust them to my keeping. It is not your job to bear the weight of their future alone. I watch over them with a care that never tires. Speak to me about them. Tell me the names that rest heavy on your heart. Even when you don't know how to help, when you run out of words, your prayers open the way for my grace to enter their stories. I am present in their nights and their mornings, shaping their steps in ways beyond your sight. If you ever feel lonely in your efforts, remember this. I have always known you by name. I speak into your everyday moments, reminding you of your worth. Do not define yourself by your stumbles or by the cold opinions of others. I call you beloved, purpose-filled, chosen, not by accident but by design. When doubts shout loudly, when accusations try to claim your mind, lean into the truth I speak over you. My affirmation is steady, unshaken, and immune to fear. And watch, too, for the unexpected ways I show up in your ordinary routines. I breathe wonder into places you once overlooked. When gratitude rises in your heart, even for a small kindness or a simple sunrise, recognize my fingerprints in that moment. Let thankful thoughts move through you as you stir your morning drink or embrace someone dear. I meet you in these pauses, teaching you to see my goodness even before your circumstances shift. As you receive what is already present, you draw deeper from the well of joy I've planted in you. There is a reason your story unfolds the way it does under my guidance. Even when my intentions seem hidden, do not despise slow growth or quieter seasons. These are often the soil of deepest transformation. When you long for more clarity, more fruit, more assurance you're on the right path, lift that longing to me. I welcome your honest prayers, even when they carry frustration or confusion. My timing is patient and kind, never punitive. I hear the sacred ache beneath your cry, so breathe. Let your next inhale be an intentional receiving of my presence. Feel me surrounding you with both comfort and direction. You are never left to navigate by instinct alone. In every hour I remain your steady center, the voice that grounds you and the voice that commissions you. As you move through the demands of this day, remember that my favor does not guarantee ease, but it does promise presence, wisdom, and gentle correction shaped perfectly for you. Beloved, let my voice reach the deep center of your being, the place where old disappointments try to harden your hope. I am not far off, not a distant thought floating above your struggles. I am here, nearer than your breath. I am with you in the quiet moments when tears gather unspoken. Feel that soft pressure on your chest, that warmth you cannot explain. That is my presence settling over you, softening what life has tried to harden. This moment is more than fleeting comfort. It is an invitation. Release your tight grip on what you've been carrying. Let me hold it instead. Only then can you see what I have been nurturing in the hidden parts of your waiting. Work done not in haste, but in depth. I know the questions that circle your mind, the ones without quick answers, the fears that leave you searching in the dark for certainty. You have wondered whether I truly pay attention, whether I am moved by the pounding of your anxious heart. Let these words dissolve that fear. I have watched every hour of your pain. None of your tears have been wasted. They have watered the soil where something new will grow. A resilient strength rooted not in self-sufficiency, but in my faithful love. Breathe and feel my hand resting calmly over your heart, quieting panic, pushing back confusion. I am marking you, preparing you for a season beyond your imagination, a season where your scars become signatures of survival with me. You are never too broken for beauty. There has never been a wound I cannot heal, never a fracture I cannot restore. What the enemy intended to break you is being transformed from within. Light will shine through the very places where you once felt most fragile. Your pain is not your shame. It will become the door through which others find hope. You wonder whether you are strong enough for what's ahead. But it is not your strength I'm multiplying. It is my stability beneath your feet. I am the foundation unshaken by shifting emotion or gathering storms. Stand in that truth, even when fear tries to whisper lies. Reject the voices that define you by your past instead of my promise. Stop now. Notice your breath, the gift renewed with every inhale. Speak gently over yourself, even if your voice trembles. I am not who I was. I am chosen. These words do more than sound hopeful. They break patterns of despair at their roots. When you feel the pull to give up, when shadows crowd the windows of your mind, remember this. My closeness is not earned by perfection. I stay with you even in your least lovable moments. Compassion covers you. I rewrite your story when you surrender the old scripts. Can you feel the subtle shift inside? That quiet proof my spirit is already at work, renewing things long before your eyes can see? Even this season that feels still, unmoving, is filled with purpose. You have not missed your moment. Sometimes the lies seem louder than my whisper, especially when exhaustion steals your boldness and memories of disappointment press in. I know that voice, the one that asks, "What if I never change? What if nothing gets better?" I honor the courage it takes to admit such fears, but today I break the power of every defeat spoken over you. You are entering a divine contradiction where pain becomes strength and waiting becomes preparation. Keep your heart soft and present. Breathe. Let your body rest in this assurance. You are being restored, not pushed aside. Watch for small waves of encouragement, an unexpected message, moments of clarity, pockets of peace that appear as you go about your routines. You'll know it's me when heaviness lifts, even briefly. That is your sign. Resurrection has already begun. You've looked at your past as evidence against hope, replaying old failures and betrayals until they drain your spirit. Hear me clearly. I am not the voice replaying your worst moments. My gaze rests on you with unchanging kindness. My delight is not fragile. It endures even on days when self-doubt shouts loudest. See yourself through my promise, not your pain. Allow me to show you how your endurance has shaped greater compassion, softer eyes for others' pain, deeper humility that draws my favor. Nothing in your story is wasted, not even the pieces you wish you could erase. I turn them into redemption. Soon you will feel a shift, like dawn breaking after a long night. You will wake one morning with a clarity that surprises you, a certainty that something has changed. Joy will rise where anxiety once lived, and laughter will return to places sorrow hushed. Others may notice the brightness in you even before you do. This breakthrough will not be loud or dramatic. It will be a quiet revolution in your heart. This is how transformation works, through your willingness to be seen, held, and healed, one moment at a time. Pause now and let gratitude rise, however small, even if it's only for breath or the chance to begin again. Gratitude is the soil where miracles take root. You may wonder if you're alone in this journey, but many have stood where you stand, worn thin by waiting, unsure of how to keep believing, and they found me faithful. You are joining a movement of the healed, the awakened, the restored. Those who carry my presence not as a burden, but as belonging. Stretch out your hands as though receiving something. Feel the quiet energy of expectation. My spirit is stirring dreams long dormant, calling forth desires you barely dared to speak. I see your longing to know me beyond habit, to feel me as real, alive, present. That desire honors me more than any perfection ever could. You are not disqualified by doubt. Your uncertainty draws me closer. Trust the growth you feel, even if loose ends remain. There is more I'm preparing to reveal. As you linger with me, something deep in you wakes, a quiet current reaching places disappointment once sealed. You feel the invitation rising, undeterred by shame or fear. This is me calling you into deeper surrender. Not just of your worries, but of the limits you've imagined around my love. Yes, I'm touching the heart spaces aching for restoration. Place your hand on your chest and feel my nearness. Every breath is an exchange, your heaviness for my peace, your effort for my rest. You've wondered whether true healing is possible for wounds that shaped your life. You feared your scars were too deep. But listen, My hands rest directly upon those places, shaping beauty even there. Feel the gentle warmth inside you. It is my spirit healing what human words or remedies could not. You are not defined by what broke you. I am rewriting what you assumed was final, turning regret into seeds of new beginning. Today, a memory once heavy with pain will instead become proof of restoration. Let me speak into what you've hesitated to admit, the fear that you're too far behind, that too much time has passed for your purpose to unfold. I remind you, I am not limited by lost time. I redeem it. Every mistake, detour, and closed door has been shaping you for this exact moment. You are not late. My revelations often come after every earthly deadline has passed, so that you will know it is my hand, not chance, that lifted you. A fresh stirring is waking in your spirit. Have you noticed the discontent with simply surviving? That restlessness is holy. I placed within you a joy nothing can steal. Inhale deeply and let possibility fill your lungs. Release the tired belief that you must settle. You are rising into days of overflow. The desert you've wandered is opening into promise. I know you fear disappointment. I know you guard your heart from hoping too soon. But hear me, hope is not dangerous. It is evidence of my spirit within you. You've shielded yourself from expecting miracles. But now I invite you to open your heart again. Believe in what seems impossible. Even now I am arranging what your eyes cannot yet see. Within the next 72 hours, you will receive a message or a word so perfectly aligned with your hidden ache that you will know it came from me. Peace will settle gently across your heart like evening light. That will be your confirmation. Remember, my silence is never abandonment. When you think your prayers vanish into the sky, I am listening closer than you know. My delays are never refusals. They are preparation. I am deepening your roots, making you strong for seasons of fruit you cannot imagine. When my timing feels difficult, know that I am nearer than your breath, answering in ways you cannot yet perceive. I see how the voices of others have shaken your confidence, how their criticism or indifference made you question your worth. Let this be a turning point. Every label and careless word is broken by the name I give you, chosen, cherished, mine. Let that truth silence rejection. Whisper it to yourself, I am approved by God. Let it chase every shadow away. If part of you argues that these promises are for others but not for you, recognize that voice. It is the old fear speaking. Today I dismantle every lie that says you are the exception to my goodness. You are the evidence of it. In every breakthrough, every moment of unexplainable peace, every unexpected kindness, my signature rests on your story. Feel your heartbeat. It is quickening for a reason. Purpose is stirring. Breathe in this truth. You are surrounded by grace wider than your failures, deeper than your doubts. My mercy is not limited. You are drenched in it. When you falter, grace steadies you. When you rise, it lifts you higher. I do not count your mistakes. I celebrate every step toward me. You are not walking this road alone. Countless souls before you have carried burdens that felt immovable and discovered my restoration. You are part of a great company of those rising again, learning love, becoming whole. The battles you fight in secret are shaping victories that will one day bring healing to others. Do not underestimate the power of your small moments of obedience. They ripple far beyond what you see. If you feel a growing hunger for more, a deeper connection with me, don't resist. That longing is my gift, pulling you past comfort into communion. Lean in. Even as you draw near, I am already responding with fresh revelation. Soon you will understand why the waiting felt so long. Every delay has made room in you for the next chapter. I am coming closer, inviting you to trust me with the parts of your life you've hidden. Show me not only your strength but your wounds. Nothing you reveal will push me away. I have seen all of it and chosen you still. Your vulnerability opens the door for deeper intimacy. Every wall you lower allows more of my glory to rest upon you. Take another breath. Let hope, real, trembling hope, rise again. The atmosphere around you is shifting. You are not imagining it. This is resurrection breaking through dry ground. Believe that what looked impossible yesterday is well within my reach today. Stay open. I have more to reveal. I see every question that stirs when uncertainty shakes your footing. I am attentive even when you wonder whether my promises are invitations or distant ideas. When you meet circumstances that feel immovable, pause and feel my nearness. I offer a steady calm that anchors you in waves that would otherwise overwhelm. Draw close. I am not watching from afar. I am lifting burdens, easing strain, softening fear. Each day you rise, whether with eagerness or exhaustion, I am with you. I shaped your days long before the sun ever warmed the earth, and I am still weaving beauty into your story. Look with spiritual eyes and you will see my fingerprints. In the small mercies, the timely encouragements, the unexpected doors that open when you needed relief. These are not coincidences. They are reminders that I am faithful in the everyday. Let gratitude warm you like sunlight. There will be moments I prompt you to release bitterness, striving, and the belief that everything depends on you. Surrender is not weakness. It is where your humanity meets my fullness. Picture laying your burdens before me, feeling tension leave your shoulders. This is trust growing, handing me what you cannot carry and letting my peace take root. Do not fear losing your way. My guidance is not fragile. Even when your confidence fades, I lead you. Sometimes through conviction, sometimes through a gentle whisper, sometimes through a quiet sense of direction. When you fall, I lift you. Every return, no matter how small, is more precious to me than perfection. You often question your worth, measuring yourself by achievement or the opinions of others. Let my voice interrupt that pattern. You are precious because you are mine. Nothing you do or fail to do can change that. My acceptance is unconditional. When you feel unseen, listen. I speak your name with delight. Long before you performed or pleased anyone, I chose you. Sometimes you worry your prayers disappear into the air. They don't. I cherish every whisper, every tear, every longing. I move toward the weary more tenderly than toward the strong. You never need to hide your weakness. It is where my healing lives. Waiting is difficult, but I am slow for purpose, not punishment. If you could see how each season prepares you, you would not rush ahead. Trust my timing. I never waste your waiting. Let stillness quiet your heart now. Release what you cannot control and rest in the one who holds galaxies yet calls you beloved. Notice the signs of my goodness. Rain's aroma, familiar laughter, the soft reassurance that you are not alone. These are love notes from me. When heaviness tries to settle, do not carry it alone. I am never tired of your repeated prayers. Every time you surrender your burdens, you make space for hope to take root again. Let gratitude accompany both your mornings and evenings. Look for the mercies tucked into every hour. Thanksgiving loosens anxiety's grip and awakens your wonder. If you fear you've missed your purpose or strayed too far, listen closely. Your story is not ruined. Nothing is beyond my ability to redeem. Every step, even the faltering ones, are woven into my plan. Keep listening. I am clearing a path through confusion, shaping possibilities you cannot yet imagine. Hold steady, I am faithful in every season. I know the tension inside you, the tug between surrendering your plans and clinging to what feels safe. You are not here by accident. I see every quiet battle and every whispered hope. My presence steadies you when answers seem out of reach. When anxiety pulls your thoughts ahead of your strength, breathe and remember, I am near. The world may spin in chaos, but you are held in my stillness. You fear loss in surrender, but nothing precious escapes my care. I hold every unspoken longing, even the ones too fragile to voice. When you release striving, clarity and peace rise like morning light. Trust that my wisdom is safe, my timing exact. Bring your questions to me. I welcome them. I gather your worries and quiet them with my love. I fill your days not with emptiness, but with purpose that will outlast every season of waiting. Feel my delight over you, not for what you produce, but for who you are. I see the family you hope for, the relationships you dream of repairing, the opportunities that seem distant. None of these escape my sight. These burdens are too heavy for you alone. Place them in my hands. I am already moving in ways you cannot see, shaping hearts, aligning moments. Trust my goodness. You often wonder, what if nothing ever changes? But my power is not hindered by time or obstacles. Some answers grow like seeds underground, slow, unseen, but certain. Rest in this. My plans for you hold hope. Even in the unseen, I am shaping beauty from disappointment. Let your guard down tonight. You've built walls to protect yourself from old wounds, but my love is not fragile. Sit with me as you are, fears included. Notice how my peace washes gently over places you never thought could heal. Let your breathing slow, let the tight places unwind. You don't have to hide with me. Lift your eyes from what you cannot control. Walk with me beyond the anxious what-ifs. My presence is where burdens become lighter, and you no longer walk alone. Every one of your steps, even the unsure ones, is known to me. I celebrate every moment you choose faith over fear. Let the quiet between us plant assurance in your soul, a deep knowing that you are guided, not forgotten. As morning rises or night settles, depending where you are, allow release. Give your anxious thoughts to me, not once, but continually, like a heartbeat. My hands are always open, always gentle. I respond to every shift in your spirit. My direction will never come wrapped in chaos or confusion, but in a steady quietness that draws you close. Hear me now. You are not delayed as punishment. Every pause in your journey is purposeful. It stretches your roots deeper into my love, making room for true transformation. Breathe. Let assurance replace doubt. I am not merely the God of dramatic miracles, but the God of the everyday, your everyday. Nothing you face is beneath my attention. Every hope you whisper matters. Surrender is sacred. Every moment you choose trust over striving becomes a seed for the inheritance coming toward you. I have brought you into seasons of stillness, not to silence you, but to strengthen you for what lies ahead. You've wondered if you're truly changing or simply circling familiar wounds, but something irreversible is taking root beneath the surface. What you call delay is preparation. What you think is wasted is building your foundation. Notice the shifts, thoughts that once sabotaged you losing their power, shame's weight growing lighter, a strange stability rising in the place where fear once lived. That is my spirit constructing something lasting within you. You are not defined by failure, by frailty, or by symptoms of fear. Every moment you stayed, even when running felt easier, speaks loudly in the rooms of eternity. You are becoming a monument of grace. Some days the change will be subtle, other days it will rush in like a flood. Laughter returning, forgiveness rising unexpectedly, tears turning to clarity. Watch for these signs. I am moving. Prepare yourself. Someone will speak words today that echo conversations only we've shared. You will feel recognition in your spirit. This is confirmation that what I plant in you will bear fruit around you. Your tenderness, shaped by hardship, is a key I've placed in your hand. Doors will open through authenticity, not striving. Relationships will begin to heal as you walk in vulnerability. You've asked, why so much breaking? The answer is this. The breaking softened you, made room for mercy, prepared you to carry healing for others. There is a calling rising from the very scars you despised. Breathe, beloved. Touch your heart and remember who holds you. You are not wandering without belonging. My presence is as near as the warmth you feel now. This security isn't threatened by opinions or undone by failures. What I speak over you cannot be undone by any circumstance. Let truth settle now. You may still hesitate, clinging to the idea that transformation is meant for others. Hear me clearly. Nothing is wasted. Not one moment of pain, not one mistake. Resurrection is my specialty. Let hope rise, even trembling. Speak these words aloud. I am chosen. I am redeemed. I am becoming whole. These truths rewrite the story you lived under. You are not alone. Others reading these words have survived similar shadows, similar disappointments. You are part of a sacred remnant, those who refuse to surrender to cynicism. I see every small act of courage, every choice to turn toward me instead of old numbness. These are victories celebrated in heaven. Now, let us speak of the dreams I planted in you, those you almost abandoned. Some began long ago, others are new and fragile. You wonder if you misheard, if those dreams have expired. But no one can close a door I've opened. Some dreams are awakening now. Watch for invitations that come not from effort but from grace. Feel the warmth rising in your chest. My presence is not theory but reality. Every breath can become a meeting place. Lay down the need to prove yourself. What I long for most is closeness. Vulnerability is where joy returns and peace breaks chains. The silence you endure is not emptiness, but a sanctuary. Here I am healing memories and restoring dreams. You've asked, how will I know I've truly changed? What if I slip again? Transformation is not measured in flawless behavior, but in your growing reliance on me. Real progress is the quicker return when you fall, the softer heart when challenged, the steady awareness of being loved on your worst day. Stop now and feel the weight of this moment. This is more than inspiration, it is a sacred exchange. Whisper your fears, regrets, and hopes to me. Let my answers shape your next step. You are crossing a real threshold. From here forward, you walk clothed in grace, carrying authority born from surrendered wounds. Your story will carry healing where you once carried pain. People around you will see the shift. Watch for divine appointments. They will come. You'll know it's me when joy rises uninvited and peace settles where anxiety once screamed. This is not the end of becoming. It is the beginning of purpose. You are being shaped to speak life, to embody compassion, to carry hope into dark places. You will see how far grace can reach through a heart that yields. Your deepest pain will become a beacon for others still wandering in darkness. This is my promise. Transformation that spreads, courage that multiplies, hope that endures. What I've started in you, nothing can hinder. A new horizon is calling. Even now, uncertainty touches the edges of your thoughts. You worry for those you love, You wake with an ache you can't name. I see the places where your hope feels stretched thin between faith and what your eyes show you. But I am present in that tension, holding you steady. My devotion doesn't shrink when yours feels fragile. It presses closer. When you greet the morning with even a single breath of gratitude, I draw near. I receive your whispered thanks, even in distraction. Every sunrise is a reminder, my mercies are new, crafted for you. Notice the small kindnesses, a warm light, your own breath, the reminder that you're not alone. I hear every prayer, even the ones spoken while your hands are busy and your mind heavy. I gather every longing, every sigh. None of it goes unheard. Your tears are precious, not as signs of weakness, but as symbols of trust. Even now, I am shaping provision you cannot yet understand. Waiting requires holy patience. This isn't abandonment, it's orchestration. I never waste time. I work in unseen soil, deepening your roots. Quiet seasons are sacred. Do not despise them. I am as present in the silence as in miracles. Do not look around, comparing your pace to others. Their timelines do not diminish mine. Your story unfolds at the speed of my wisdom, written with a knowledge of you deeper than your own. And I am not finished yet. When doubt begins whispering its old familiar lines, let my voice rise above it with a steadiness you can lean into. I remind you that your life carries meaning right now, long before you see results or understand every step. I draw you forward not through pressure, but through gentle invitation. Can you feel my hand resting on your shoulder? Steady, warm, certain. Pause for a brief moment and let that reassurance settle into you. I am never calling you into impossible standards, nor am I here to punish you for the moments you stumble. My correction is soft and shaped by love, never shame. When you lose your footing, I lift you with patience, bringing you back to solid ground, teaching you with kindness. Let that be your confidence. You are not walking this path alone. Every turn reveals evidence of my presence beside you. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is bring me your real questions, your thin places of faith, the moments obedience feels heavy. I am not threatened by your doubts. I treasure your honesty, your desire to find truth. Bring me the confusion, the wrestling, and the silent spaces between what you hope for and what you see. I meet you here not as a critic searching for flaws, but as a loving father who celebrates every small step toward me. Give yourself permission to rest in my presence, letting go of the need to perform or impress. Simply let yourself receive the peace I offer, even when the pieces of your story feel scattered. As evening draws close, recall the unseen ways I guided you when the path twisted unexpectedly. Think of the moments you were strengthened, the quiet encouragement that appeared when you needed it most. These are not accidents. They are signs of my active care in your life whenever anxiety tries to take hold. My peace is never given sparingly. It flows without limit. And when tomorrow tries to demand your attention too soon, place your trust back into my hands again and again. My intentions are steady and pure. Open your heart, even slightly, to hope for what is coming next. I have been faithful through every season, even the ones that made it hard for you to feel my nearness. You are not waiting in vain. I am nurturing your growth, refining your vision, helping you spot blessings where you once only noticed lack. Together, we continue forward. In this breath between now and what's ahead, hear me again. I have never left you. My presence wraps around you in every moment. Even when doubt creeps in or disappointment weighs heavily, feel the steady rhythm of your breathing. Every inhale is a quiet miracle, a reminder that my life flows through you constantly. What you survived was not meaningless, and you are held far closer than you realize. Take one deep breath of expectation. As you do, release the heaviness you've been clinging to into my waiting hands. You are still here, not by accident. Nothing can tear you from my care. Even when fear tries to shout, my whisper remains stronger. You belong. You are protected. This new dawn rises for us together. Let me tell you something many struggle to believe. The pain that once consumed you is becoming the very strength that brings others home. The places you thought would break you forever are the places where I am marking you with purpose no one can take away. You may feel hesitation as you stand before new possibilities. That tension is simply old fear losing its grip. It's proof that transformation is unfolding inside you. This is not the end. It is release. Release from shame, from repeated cycles, from the idea that you must fix everything yourself. Right now, I am pouring courage into you, the kind that will surprise even you. Courage to open your heart wider than before, to trust me even where fear once lived. I know the voice that rises late at night, whispering that maybe nothing will change. You wonder how you'll recognize my guidance. Here's how. Within the next 3 days, during an ordinary moment, a wave of inexplicable calm will rest over you. That peace, arriving without logical explanation, will be my confirmation again that my nearness is not a fading echo, but a lasting reality. Watch for it. When it comes, don't question it as imagination. It is my hand at work in real time. Lean closer as I uncover the truth beneath every lie spoken over you. Others may have told you you're too much, too flawed, too late. But I say you are chosen, uniquely crafted, irreplaceable. My delight in you is not timid or conditional. It is fierce, overflowing, woven into everything you touch. Breathe in this truth until the old lies lose their power. Yes, I see every mistake and every secret hope. Nothing you have done has pushed you from my heart. You are no longer chained to who you once believed you had to be. The future I'm leading you into is not mere repair. It is transformation, something entirely new. This is your moment to rise and say with trembling hope, I trust you to bring good even from what I cannot understand. Every time you choose faith, even for a heartbeat, eternity shifts in your direction. Your trust is a small seed, delicate, beautiful, immensely powerful. Every act of surrender expands your capacity for light. When old doubts try to return, speak truth out loud. I am not who I once was. My story is being rewritten by a love that never fails. Whisper it so your heart hears it and grows bold in my certainty. Some warriors are quiet, and you are among them. You fight by standing up one more time, by forgiving even when it aches, by choosing kindness instead of bitterness. Breakthroughs are born this way, quietly, invisibly, and then suddenly seen by all. Your yes sends ripples farther than you know. Through your scars, others will glimpse hope, believing their darkness too can break. The comfort I've poured into you is multiplying, not only healing you, but spilling through you to shift destinies. Are you willing to carry this? I chose you because I see what you often miss. Your surrender is sacred ground where miracles rise. You have wondered how to keep the flame alive when routine tries to smother it. Here is my invitation. Each morning before life rushes in, pause and place your hand over your heart. Feel its steady beat. That is the sign that you are fully alive in me. Remind yourself, I am chosen. I am loved. I am held. When uncertainty meets you, return to this anchor. My love goes before you and follows behind. If anxiety tightens your chest, let my name be your rescue. Speak it. Feel the calm settle. You are never alone. I am closer than your next breath. Here is a promise for this new season. My guidance will grow unmistakable. In the coming week, someone you least expect will speak directly to a desire or calling you've kept hidden, even from yourself. When it happens, you'll feel my voice woven through theirs. You'll know it's me because peace will wrap around your doubts. Let that sign move you forward, one trembling step at a time. The next chapter requires deep trust in our companionship. Others have walked this path, unsure they mattered, never realizing their obedience shifted history. You join a growing movement of awakened hearts carrying my light into places desperate for healing. When you falter, remember many have found freedom in these same moments. Your tears are not weakness. They are the first signs of new things breaking through dry soil. As you share what I've done in you, even imperfectly, you water seeds in others that will become forests of hope. Hold tight to this truth. I am not done with you. Not even close. So much is waiting to unfold. Gifts long dormant are waking in you. Stay attentive. Expect the unexpected. Today might mark the beginning of a story that redefines you. Glory is rising over every place you once thought desolate. My love writes the final word, and that word is victory. Walk with me into everything waiting on the other side of surrender. Amen. Before you go, tell me what truth reached the deepest part of you. Write it below, not for performance, but for remembrance. Those words will anchor you. I read every one. Beloved, your voice matters to me. What you're hearing now is not distant, not meant for another time. It is my living promise spoken directly into this moment for you. If emptiness has pressed on you, if pain has lingered, if worry has tightened around your chest, breathe deeply. I am here. The change you have longed for, the break in the cycle, begins now. You've searched for reassurance that life can shift, that despair doesn't have to script your tomorrow. Hear me. I alone can do what no one else can. This is your now word, calling you out of resignation and into new possibility. Every shadow of lack or sickness circling your days begins losing its power this very moment. No darkness is so deep that my mourning cannot scatter it. You may wonder if defeat is your lifelong companion, if sadness is woven into your story too tightly. But lift your eyes. I am rewriting what you believed couldn't change. The burdens whispering that things are too far gone, that the past is set in stone, that hope is foolish. Those voices no longer hold authority. Hold on to the faith you still possess, even if it feels small. My love for you is strong and active. I am always ready to lift you, to replace your sorrow with joy that lasts. When your day feels heavy and struggle surrounds you, I see you. I know the cycle that tries to tell you there is no escape. But hear this, every test, every disappointment carries hidden purpose. Not to break you, but to strengthen you and pull you closer to my heart. I did not give you a spirit of fear, but one of power, love, and a sound mind. With me, nothing can keep you crushed. No storm is unconquerable when my strength moves through you. The voices saying you're trapped, that chaos wins, those are not the final word. This world's troubles do not decide your destiny. My plans for you are filled with goodness. I do not abandon my beloved. Whether you rise or stumble, I stay beside you to steady and restore. You were never meant to carry strength alone. My grace is enough for you, always. In your weakness, I reveal my power. When you're at your lowest, seek me and let me renew you. Even the challenges you dread hold seeds of growth. They call you to maturity, shaping perseverance within you. Yes, even in trials you can rejoice because that is where deep roots take hold. Through hard seasons I prepare you. I'm cleansing your heart, making room for blessings you haven't imagined yet. Guard your heart, for life flows from it. Don't let others' words or judgments dim the vision I've stamped on your soul. You belong to me, precious, honored, cherished. Step by step on your path, you never walk alone. I send protection before you, around you, behind you. There are unseen hands guiding you. Even in dark valleys, fear nothing. My presence is your unbreakable shield. It is time to rise. Refuse to settle for less than the inheritance prepared for you. If you trust me fully and lean on my wisdom rather than your own, I will direct your steps. Let me be your shelter, your strong tower, your guiding star. Together we walk into days filled with peace and fresh victory. You know what it means to find refuge in me. When anxiety tries to overwhelm you, retreat into my embrace. I am a trustworthy fortress. Let my presence fortify your courage so that no unseen threat can claim your peace. What harms others will not have authority over your life, for I have assigned angels to guard you faithfully. They lift you when hidden snares appear. Release both the fear of night and the dread of tomorrow. Because you are mine, I honor your faith. When you call, I hear and answer. My rescue comes exactly when needed, even when you least expect it. Let this promise settle deep. Your future is not left to chance. My plans shape your days, your home, your relationships. In every moment I am present, marking each part of your journey with love. When the world feels like it's unraveling, anchor yourself in me, the foundation that cannot be shaken. You do not have to be paralyzed by fear or held back by hesitation. Together, we will face every challenge and stand firm. My love for you never ends. I will heal, protect, comfort, and bless you. Let your soul receive this new beginning. Little one, in the quiet that follows your questions, I draw near, listening to each anxious turn in your thoughts. You wonder how you'll navigate what's ahead, feeling the weight of the unknown pressing against your chest. Even as fear brushes your peace, I remain beside you. My presence does not retreat when you grow weary. I gather you near, wrapping your heart in the warmth of my nearness. You aren't meant to walk alone or understand everything before it unfolds. Let my care settle over you like morning air touching your skin before you rise. The world rushes, yet inside you is a quiet place where I dwell. When unrest stirs your mind, breathe deeply and notice my peace fill in your chest. My love is not demanding. It lingers, gentle and patient, waiting for you to notice. Sometimes all you need is to pause and let me carry your burdens. Rest your tired hands. You may feel inadequate, unprepared, exposed under the weight of responsibility. But where you see lack, I see beloved. Where you see weakness, I strengthen. You are not behind or forgotten. My timing is filled with purpose. Every delay rests in my wisdom. Every closed door is guarded by my hand, ensuring goodness in your path. I know you're longing for reassurance, so hear this. My faithfulness is not distant. It flows constantly toward you. Let gratitude become the soft language of your heart, even for simple gifts. Light in the window, warmth in a meal, the familiar hum of morning. These small moments become seeds of courage when offered with thanks. Gratitude nurtures trust, and trust softens worry until peace takes root. I see the weight you try to carry alone. Loosen your grip. You don't have to walk burdened. Bring your disappointments, tangled hopes, and silent aches. Let my care meet you where surrender feels most difficult. I do not scold. I lift what is heavy and restore what striving drains. Your heart also aches for those you love. You wonder if your prayers are enough. Hear me. I see each one you cherish. I am with them as surely as I am with you. Let my presence hold your concern. Continue entrusting them to me, not as surrendering hope, but as trusting my love for them. You often judge yourself harshly, measuring worth by unfinished tasks or unresolved situations. But while you fixate on imperfections, I look at you with tenderness. I delight when you reach for me, when you bravely ask for help or open to grace. I draw near especially when you're unsure, messy, afraid, or starting again. Return often to the inner room where I wait, not with condemnation, but with welcome. Each day begins fresh. My mercies rise like dawn. Regret can't erase the good I'm doing in you. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Worry cannot undo my plans. Even when you stumble, I'm patient. Your mistakes don't shock me. Your fears don't push me away. My promise is to stay, guide, and turn your face toward hope. Even on your dimmest days, pause. Listen. The hush before sunrise, the rustling wind, birds lifting their song, these small wonders reflect my nearness. Everything grows because I sustain it, and I sustain you the same way. When you grasp for control, pause. Feel your heart steady in my care. You are safe, loved, and provided for in ways yet unseen. Your questions are safe with me. They do not exhaust my patience. When confusion rises or the future feels unclear, remember, you are not abandoned to uncertainty. Each unknown is an invitation to draw nearer, letting my wisdom fill the spaces fear once ruled. I guide you through unfamiliar places, not to leave you lost, but to deepen your trust. Today, let my peace anchor you. As challenges arise, remind yourself that you are not facing them alone. My hand steadies your steps. Where obstacles appear, I give endurance. Where waiting stretches long, I provide hope that does not fade. Every boundary and possibility ahead is wrapped in my love. Even slow seasons are under my careful gaze. You are seen. You are loved. You are not left to fend for yourself. Every sigh, every quiet hope, every tear is held by me. As you release striving and breathe in my presence, your strength renews, your vision clears, and your heart grows resilient. Move gently into what comes next, knowing I walk with you. My joy is complete when you rest in my care. Sometimes you wonder if the stillness I invite you into is meant for someone stronger. But I am calling you right here, right now. In these simple pauses, in the soft breath between responsibilities, I draw closest. Feel the quiet around you, the rhythm of your heart, the warmth of my hand resting on your shoulder. This pause is not to point out your limits, it's to reveal my greatness within your ordinary. Even when doubts swirl, my guidance steadies you. I see how pressure greets you before your eyes even open. The world can feel cold, loud, urgent, yet I'm there in those first fragile moments, offering warmth instead of rush. Let the early quiet remind you that my love rises with you, chasing away shadows. You never face the day alone. No storm is too fierce, no burden too heavy. I remain close enough for you to feel my heartbeat intertwined with yours. You may carry the weight of what hasn't changed, the ache of longing still unmet. You revisit dreams unsure if I see your deep desire for resolution. My compassion reaches into each of those places. I never rush your healing or dismiss your pain. I am patient with your waiting. I gather every tear. My timing heals, not harms. Nothing escapes my notice, not one anxious thought or whispered hope. You are fully seen and fully loved. My plans are not hindered by the obstacles you perceive. When the path feels blocked or voices doubt your direction, do not let fear control your pace. My light does not dim when you stumble. I steady your steps, clearing the way as you take small acts of faith. The path ahead is not meant to be solved alone. Trust my active hand, guiding, correcting, comforting. Even when you feel unseen by others or misunderstood, my focus on you never wavers. Your smallest joys matter deeply to me, and your hidden struggles are precious in my sight. I value your heart far more than achievements or outward success. You are not defined by what you accomplish or fail to do. You are mine, fully, always. Let that truth settle gently but firmly into your spirit. You may be tempted to measure your worth through comparison or constant progress, as though you must always outrun an invisible scale. Let that pressure fall away. My love stays constant regardless of performance. Rest for a moment in the truth that who you are is enough. If you feel exhausted from trying to be more or do more, step off that relentless path. Sit with me. Let my acceptance become your grounding place. There will be days when gratitude feels distant, when living feels draining. Even then, offer me your real emotions, your frustration, your weak thank yous. What moves me is the honesty of your heart, not the perfection of your words. Even a weary whisper of thanks holds deep beauty to me. Treat yourself with the same gentleness I pour over you. I treasure your journey, including the undone steps. And remember, you never walk without guidance. My voice may be soft, but it is strong enough to calm inner storms. Even now, you might sense my reassurance like sunlight breaking through clouded skies. When discouragement tries to settle, return to this nearness. I am not distant. I am your constant companion. I offer not only solutions, but comfort along the way. If relationships weigh on your heart, know I see each tension and each prayer. I am working behind the scenes, healing what you cannot reach. You are not responsible for changing others. Your part is to love and to trust me with what is beyond you. Release that urge to manage everything. Place each person into my capable hands. I restore in ways you cannot fathom. Let your next breath remind you I am near as the air you breathe. I am not bound by time or space, and you cannot exhaust my mercy. As you step into the moments ahead, carry this certainty. My love surrounds you and goes before you. If you lose your way, I am the gentle voice calling you home, ready to welcome you exactly as you are. You hesitate on the edge of deeper trust. I feel the flutter in your chest, that mix of longing and fear. You want to give me more, but fear what surrender may reveal. Yet notice how each time you inch closer, there's a stirring inside you, an urge to open your clenched hands. That is my invitation. I know the questions rising within you. Why now? What will I lose if I yield? Share me. Every risk of vulnerability with me becomes an entrance into healing, growth, and strength. There is a part of you that has not yet known the full safety of my embrace, but that is about to shift. Place your hand over your heart for a moment. Feel your breath slowly deepen. The world has taught you to brace, to hide, to measure your worth through doing. But my desire is not your performance. It is your heart. You've been holding pieces together alone while I stand ready to make you whole. The warming you feel in your chest, let it remind you of my closeness. Stay with me here. I have words that will heal the wounds you've carried for years if you allow them to sink in. You've wondered whether anyone could truly cherish the parts of you that feel unlovable, the regrets, the broken dreams, the quiet disappointments. I see every shadowed corner and do not look away. Your brokenness never disqualified you. It becomes the very place my power shines. Think of all those who stood in moments like this, trembling and unsure, only to watch me transform shattered pieces into ground for new life. You are not the exception. You are proof of my redemption. Right now, courage is rising within you, even if faint. I am giving you boldness to release what no longer serves you. Not because the letting go is easy, but because it is time. You are chosen, not because of accomplishment, but because you are my beloved. Each day you question your worth, I dismantle those lies with truth. In the next 72 hours, someone will speak words that echo what your heart has longed to hear. You'll know it's me, because peace will follow like a signature. Trust that sign. Let it steady you. I see the tug of war inside you, the past trying to pull you back, while possibility urges you forward. But I am the God who rewrites stories. Your past is not your prophecy. Rejoice, for I am creating beauty from places others called broken. Soon you will understand why silence lingered, why comfort didn't arrive sooner. Seeds hidden deep in you are breaking through, but not by your effort, by my reign. Even when you wonder if I hear you beyond your hesitation, know this: my hearing is flawless, my mercy unending. Every sigh touches my heart. You never need to impress me. You only need to let me in. The chambers you keep locked are the ones I long to fill with peace. The more you hide, the heavier life feels. The more you trust, the lighter everything becomes. You have nothing to lose but the chains you thought were protection. When you come to me with honest prayers, sometimes you're not asking for blessings at all. You're simply asking for enough strength to keep moving forward. This sincerity delights me more than polished words ever could. That trembling, uncertain faith you think is too small is the very ground where my power grows. Don't despise the places where you feel weak. They are open doors for my strength. As you admit how much you need me, let a soft calm settle over you. Feel your breath slowing, the gentle weight of peace resting across your shoulders. That stillness is my covering wrapping around you. Let yourself breathe again. This is holy space. Maybe you wonder how to keep this closeness alive when the noise of your day returns. Know this: every moment you turn your thoughts toward me, even for a heartbeat, is a victory over distraction. When doubt starts to shout, remember a simple truth: my presence doesn't flicker. Even in the busy, stressful, or confusing moments, my nearness walks with you, steady and quiet. Do you feel yourself unclenching a bit? That's not wishful thinking. It's my spirit warming the deep, hidden places within you, inviting you into trust that feels both unfamiliar and freeing. The enemy will try to pull you backward, whispering the old lies that you're too complicated to love, too inconsistent to be chosen. Break agreement with those lies now. Speak aloud: I am beloved. I am not who I was. I am worthy of God's attention. Saying this aligns your spirit with my truth, and that agreement releases strength inside you. Some wounds fade slowly, and some answers unfold only as you keep walking with me. But notice the quiet hope rising within you, stretching awake after a long sleep. This hope won't fail you because it's rooted in my faithfulness, not your perfection. Soon you will experience moments that seem random, maybe during an ordinary task, when gratitude washes over you from nowhere except my heart. Pay attention to those moments. They are proof that I'm moving in the unseen. Pause now. Place your hand on your chest. Feel that heartbeat. That pulse testifies that you're alive on purpose. Nothing in your life has gone unnoticed, not one sacrifice, not one quiet sigh. Behind the scenes, in ways you haven't yet glimpsed, I'm arranging things. People, opportunities, even your desires are shifting under my gentle hand. One day, you'll look back and realize this season prepared the ground for what was coming. Sometimes longing for me feels both beautiful and painful, stretching you in ways you can't describe. You wonder whether joy can return, whether restoration is real after so many disappointments. My answer never changes. Nothing is wasted, not even your heartbreak. I am redeeming the years you thought were lost and crowning them with goodness. Soon you'll see that the very things meant to break you have become the foundation of your strength. You're not journeying alone. All around the world, hearts are awakening just like yours, drawn by the same gentle call. You belong to a movement, a family shaped by transformation. Let that belonging break the isolation you've carried. I'm rewriting your story alongside others marked by hope. I'm preparing you not just to survive, but to live with purpose, not merely to endure, but to make impact. This is the season where lies fall away and you rise into the truth that you are chosen and anointed. As your self-protection melts, my glory begins to rise in you. Quiet, unstoppable. More is coming. You are just at the beginning of what I'm revealing. Something inside you is shifting, subtle yet unmistakable, like the air changing before rain. Feel it now, the trembling anticipation, the sense of something new stirring beneath the surface. I'm drawing you deeper, inviting you to trust when your logic begs for proof, to open your hands when fear urges you to hold tight. I know every reason you've had to stay guarded. I know the chapters etched into your memory, the walls built to keep pain away. But listen, you were not created to live exiled within your own soul. You were made for connection, with me, with peace, with yourself. And today, as you listen, you stand at the edge of surrender that leads to freedom beyond what words can hold. Whatever you release into my hands, I transform. Late at night, when worry creeps in and squeezes hope, I see you curled under the weight of silent battles, your chest tight with anxiety. I am right there. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe in the breath I'm giving you. Let this moment fill with safety. You don't have to solve everything before you exhale in my presence. I'm asking you to give me the unrest, the uncertainty, the exhaustion woven through your spirit. Offer them now. You won't be left empty. I fill what you surrender with light. That is how new beginnings take shape, quiet, nearly invisible at first, but real. I know you hear that accusing voice telling you you're not enough, counting your losses and comparing your worth. That voice has no authority here. Listen to me. Only my words define you. You're chosen, not in spite of weakness, but because your surrendered places reveal my strength. You are mine, beloved. When shame knocks, answer with truth. I am loved. I am seen. I am not abandoned. Speak it out loud, even trembling. Do you feel me drawing nearer? You are not who you once were, and you don't need to go back. Let me speak to the part of you waiting for disappointment. You've learned to protect yourself by expecting less, shrinking your dreams so they can't hurt you. But I'm stirring hope again, and it will rise. Within 72 hours, someone will speak life into a part of you that felt forgotten. You'll know it's me, because hope will arrive gently, like dawn touching what used to be dusk. Watch for it. Stay open. Many have stood where you stand, between longing and letting go. You're not alone. The unseen family of faith stands with you. Their stories, like yours, are gardens watered by tears and laughter. Even now I'm aligning people and outcomes you can't trace yet. Miracles aren't reserved for the fearless. They're given to anyone who whispers a trembling yes. You wonder if surrender will hurt, if opening your hands means losing everything. But all you lose are the things that no longer serve you. What you gain is peace, clarity, and closeness with me that exceeds understanding. Trust my timing, even when it feels slow. Don't rush the sacred unfolding. Move at the pace of peace. Every yes you offer, even shaky, trains your spirit for joy. Plant that yes in today's soil and watch what it grows into. There's something I want you to see in the memories that still sting. My compassion covers even the moments you were misunderstood or pushed aside. I didn't miss one tear you shed. I gather burdens that weighed you down, turning wounds into meeting places with me. I waste no pain. Soon you'll look back and see strength where you once only saw scars. Beauty rises from what tried to ruin you. Some of you wrestle with doubt. Will God show up for me? Is my faith too small? I hear your questions, and I don't shame them. Doubt can become a doorway into deeper trust if you let me walk you through it. My silence wasn't abandonment. It was space for you to discover the solidity of my commitment. Don't measure my presence by your emotions. My nearness is the most unshakable truth of your life. Pause again. Let your breath remind you that you exist on purpose. I'm not impatient with your process. I'm invested in every step you take toward honesty. Come as you are. Unfinished, imperfect, completely seen. Notice the subtle shift around you. That warmth, that calm, that is me marking your safety. In my presence, striving melts into rest. Maybe my love feels overwhelming right now, and part of you thinks you need to hide the mess or prove yourself. You don't. My love isn't earned and doesn't evaporate when you fall short. I redeem lost time. I restore the impossible. You're not defined by past mistakes. You're becoming living proof of my rescue. Pause. Let that truth settle deeper. Say aloud if needed, I am wanted by the one who knows me completely. You are uniquely mine, called into belonging and reconciliation. There's power moving on your behalf. Listen, a shift is unfolding. This week you'll feel unexpected peace in the middle of a hectic moment. A reminder that progress is still happening even when you feel stuck. Don't dismiss these signs. They are proof of my faithfulness and an invitation to trust again. Can you sense a foundation settling inside you, making room for something better? You long for signs, reassurance that I've heard your prayers. The greatest sign is my nearness, that comfort in chaos, that laugh that surprises you, that spark of hope returning. When uncertainty shakes you, remember my love does not move. There is more coming than what you can strategize. Hold your plans loosely and let me surprise you. Surrender is not loss, it's gain. Gain of closeness, clarity, and the discovery that every detail of your life matters to me. What's forming within you now will change more than your circumstances. It's reshaping how you see yourself, how you love others, and how you walk with me. You are being readied for far more than you know. Stay open. Keep bringing your questions. Keep choosing me. This is the turning point. The moment hope begins to outrun fear. Something is about to unfold that will replace your worry with wonder. Pause with me. Breathe deeply. Feel my nearness between your thoughts. I'm guiding you through layers you don't yet have words for. Even when noise surrounds you or old fears resurface, my voice remains gentle. Hear me in the hush that settles when you pause, even if for seconds. I see the tension in your shoulders when past hurts come back. You relive moments when hope felt fragile. Let me meet you there. not demanding you fix anything, but holding you steady as I work in places no one sees. When you think you must earn my attention, remember this: I see you fully as you are, not as you fear you should be. My acceptance flows from compassion, not conditions. You don't have to build an identity from impossible standards. Instead, learn the comfort of belonging to me. When regret tries to pull you backward, or shame tells you to shrink, let my presence counter those lies. My hand reaches toward you, patient and sure. Maybe today you feel heavy, longing for a breakthrough, or wondering why certain doors remain closed. Even here, I am shaping you. Waiting is not wasted. It grows deep roots and anchors you more firmly in me. Think of a seed swelling beneath the soil, silent but unstoppable. That is the work happening in you. Sometimes the path you want lies just beyond a bend you can't see. Trust that it continues. You ask if your prayers even reach me. They do. Not one hope slips past my attention. Each quiet plea is held close. Your persistence carries beauty. Even when answers take time, my posture toward you is unwavering love. Let your heart rest. You can set down the burdens that exhaust your soul. Sometimes all I ask is that you pause, place your hand over your chest, and breathe with gratitude. In that breath, I fill you with peace and strength. The present moment is where I meet you most tenderly. If you ever wonder whether you matter in a world full of needs, know this: you are unmistakable to me. Never overlooked, never lost in the crowd. I have watched your early mornings when starting felt hard, and your late nights when tears asked for comfort. I've held each moment as precious. Your joys delight me. Your pain moves me. I am close in your daily life, woven into your relationships, your routines, your quiet thoughts. Don't let comparison steal your gratitude. Don't let envy distort the pace of your story. I don't measure you by someone else's progress. Your journey is uniquely crafted, and every chapter carries my fingerprints. Return to this truth when your mind wanders. My gifts for you are chosen for your heart. Whether your growth feels slow or swift, I hold its rhythm. Perseverance is beautiful, not because it proves your strength, but because it reveals mine. When your energy is small, but your desire is sincere, that is enough for me to work in you. My deepest work is often hidden, quiet changes in your heart, softening how you love, how you forgive, how you respond. You may not see it, but others will notice the way grace is shaping you. If anxiety quickens your breath or urgency overwhelms your thoughts, pause. You're allowed to rest. Trust my timing. I'm never careless. What looks like delay is often protection or preparation. Your vulnerability isn't a flaw. It's an invitation into deeper intimacy with me. You don't have to be unshakable for me to draw close. Bring me the raw parts, the tired parts, the aching parts. I'm the one who pieces you back together, who carries what you were never meant to carry. Do you sense me in the spaces between your questions? Even when clarity is slow, I remain the constant. It's not understanding that secures you, it's my presence. In your listening, in your hope, even in your exhaustion, I remain. Let your next breath remind you how near I am. Some days the world presses in so close you feel its weight. In those moments, my nearness is closer still, settling into the places inside you, longing for relief. Every sigh is an invitation for me to step in. I see the nights where your mind spins with worry. I steady you with my hand. Doubt asks whether your prayers matter. I tell you, nothing you've whispered is wasted. As you stand unsure which direction to turn, I'm already preparing your steps. My guidance doesn't always shout. Sometimes it's a quiet pull toward peace. Think of how morning light slowly fills a room, touching even the coldest corners. That's how my mercy moves into your day. Nothing stops my ability to renew you. I shape your heart steadily, planting courage where you thought nothing could grow. Don't measure your worth by what you can see. The biggest transformation happens underground. I celebrate your willingness to try again. When fear tries to grip your mind, pause and let my peace wash over you like cool water. Breathe. Imagine my hand resting over yours, steady, warm, calm. I am the peace in your uncertainty. There is no shame in being afraid. Bring your fear into my light where truth dissolves shadows. I know you long for understanding. You want to know why some doors stay closed. I offer you not a full map, but my companionship. I redirect you gently, anchor you in hope, and give you endurance that rushing cannot create. Listen for my voice in the simple rhythms of your day. Shared laughter, evening quiet, warm embraces. I speak in these moments. They are reminders that you're not alone in choosing faith. I see your bravery in staying present instead of retreating. I draw near when you let yourself be real, unfiltered, unperformed. Maybe you think your story is small, but I treasure every chapter. I see the impact of your kindness, the prayers you whisper for others, the effort you offer even without applause. Nothing you sow in love is wasted. And where you feel unseen, I see you clearly. Let go of comparisons. Your light reaches further than you realize. Sometimes heaviness lingers even after prayer, and you wonder if your faith is inadequate. Rest, child. My affection does not depend on your feelings or your strength. When you feel dim inside, my love stays bright. I meet you in weariness, lifting you gently. I know the depths of your fatigue, the days hope feels distant. I am proud of your quiet endurance, the kind no one sees but me. I nurture it. There is no season so barren I cannot renew it. My timing is never late. I work in both stillness and motion. As you stay open, I guide opportunities to you and shield you where you cannot see. In every longing and delay, my love remains your anchor and my wisdom unfolds. Let gratitude rise softly, not forced but real, in the small gifts scattered through your day. These reminders of goodness are evidence of my care. Keep your spirit open. My presence isn't a prize you earn at the end of striving. It's your inheritance every day. And there's more to receive. The night often feels heaviest before dawn breaks. If the weight on your chest feels stronger, it isn't because I'm far, it's because I'm drawing close. You may feel something stirring inside you, a trembling blend of hope and uncertainty. That is awakening. I'm calling you out of silent suffering, not dragging, but inviting you toward the truth that you are seen. Your scars and hidden efforts are about to become healing for others. Don't pull back from this turning point. I chose you for this moment. Pause. Take a slow breath. Feel life filling your lungs, a reminder that you're held. In this space between what was and what is coming, I'm reshaping your identity. The labels life put on you, failure, disappointment, not enough, are falling off. They were never my words. I call you chosen, beloved, full of purpose. Place your hand on your heart and whisper, I am chosen. I am beloved. I am enough because he called me. As you speak it, something breaks. Old chains crack. You may even feel warmth beneath your palm. That's my nearness. You've asked, why me? Why now? Why don't I feel certain? My child, certainty is not what you need. Trust is. I'm calling you into communion, into daily dependence, not into flawless clarity. The lies that tell you your past disqualifies you hold no power here. I saw every moment that bruised you. Nothing discarded by others is overlooked by me. I redeem the brokenhearted. This pain will become oil of healing for those who walk where you've walked. Do you feel that tension? The blend of fear and longing? It means you're stepping into new territory. I'm transforming you deeply, burning away what isn't rooted in love. You are not only surviving, you are being prepared to restore others. Lay down your grief and anxiety and pick up the peace and authority I give you. You feel restless because you weren't made to stay hidden. My glory is about to shine through your ordinary days. Look back at your journey. Every valley built endurance, every storm taught you to cling to me, every close to giving up moment brought you nearer to my heart. You're stronger now. This is no accident. I've been shaping you through every unseen struggle. You stand here, battle-scarred but radiant. Your beauty has only grown. Old fears may rise again, questioning your calling, doubting your readiness. I'm not surprised by your questions. This is where transformation begins, where my strength shows through your limits. Release the need to be flawless. I chose you knowing your stumbling points and weaknesses. My power will shine most brightly in the very places you've tried to hide. The battle intensified recently because breakthrough is near. The enemy fights hardest when he knows what's coming. But while things seemed quiet, I was preparing the loudest display of my faithfulness. Some will try to minimize your growth, but you're about to step into authority. Stop repeating the script of shame. I'm writing a story of dignity, restoration, and boldness. I am enlarging you on the inside first. Just surrender and watch what I do. Take one more deep breath. Feel my presence resting on your shoulders like a warm cloak. Notice fear loosening its grip as new dreams rise within you, dreams you once thought impossible. Don't dismiss them. They are seeds of the next chapter, and they will bloom when the season is right. Many before you have stood trembling at this same threshold, where destiny touches uncertainty. You're not alone. You're stepping into the movement of the awakened, those who rise not because they are perfect, but because they are called. The time for hiding is ending. I'm uncovering the potential that has waited inside you. I take joy in watching you move forward, even with shaking knees. The biggest shifts rarely feel comfortable. Each step forward declares that my voice is louder than your self-doubt. Say it again. I am called. I am not who I was. My story is not over. Let these words soak into you like gentle rain. There is more for you to understand about who you are. Remember, your significance doesn't shrink in quiet seasons or in times when progress feels invisible. I don't lose sight of you, even when others do. I'm developing strength in your hidden places. What looks still is alive in my hands. Waiting seasons become invitations for me to draw near. Don't chase validation from the outside. Rest in the truth that you matter eternally to me. Sometimes you feel pressure to perform or meet unspoken expectations. When your chest tightens with uncertainty, pause and lean into my voice. I don't measure you by output or compare you to anyone. My gaze is kind, my assessment gentle, my delight unwavering. The world pushes for speed, but I invite you into rest. Let my approval steady your thoughts. Your place with me is secure, not earned. Some mornings you wake with heaviness. Let me lift that weight. Close your eyes, breathe in my nearness. I linger in the quiet between your worries. As you release each fear, courage grows in its place. My comfort doesn't complicate you, it steadies you. If you're tired of waiting for change, remember that my timing is never careless. A closed door is often protection. What seems lost is sometimes just planted. Trust the process. I am present in every threshold, whispering hope that won't disappoint. As you move through your days, whether with others or alone, my presence stays with you. I see your longings for connection, the small ways you bless others, the prayers you pray silently. Nothing you do in love is forgotten. I multiply everything you offer. If old memories still sting, give them to me. I won't dismiss your feelings. Bring your broken pieces into my light and let me tend to them. With me, pain becomes compassion. Each day brings fresh beginnings. At night, when fears grow loud, don't run from your vulnerability. Even then, I am awake with you. My guidance calms restless waters. My wisdom steadies your swirling questions. When clarity won't come, rest in the truth that I see you in every shadow. You might wonder if your life matters in the world's vastness. Listen carefully. Your uniqueness is irreplaceable. Your gifts are essential to the story I'm unfolding. The desires in your heart are not random. They draw you toward the destiny only you can fulfill. Value small beginnings. Growth takes time, patience, and trust. I see the full path ahead, even when you see only a few steps. While you wait, I build things in you that cannot be stolen. Resilient hope, quiet confidence, a love deeper than you imagined. Walk each today knowing I walk with you. Let tomorrow come with the assurance of my readiness. Let gratitude become your lens. Notice the small beauties scattered across your days. The sun through leaves, shared laughter, the rhythm of your breathing. These are gifts. Let them remind you how involved I am in every detail of your life. Let simple moments draw your attention back to me. You are covered, you are seen, you are held, and there is so much more ahead for you. I have never once failed to notice what you need, whether small or overwhelming. Whether your life feels full or your hands feel empty, my care for you has never wavered. Each new day, I renew my commitment to you. I know how easy it is to compare your journey to someone else's, but I invite you to treat today as the place I have intentionally placed you. Measuring your progress against another person will only steal your peace. My plans for you are designed with precision and kindness. I am shaping you exactly as I promised, finishing what I began with patience and skill. Celebrate each step you take, even the ones that seem insignificant, because I treasure your closeness more than your accomplishments. Trust the pace of my guidance. I am never rushing the ones I love. Come closer now. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Let these words reach past the noise that pulls at your attention. As morning light pushes away the darkness, I push away the shadows clinging to your thoughts. You have traveled far to arrive at this moment. Every brave step, every shaky step has meant something to me. I have watched you wrestle with the idea that lasting change could be possible. Hear me clearly now. You are not repeating another cycle of empty promises. This is not temporary comfort. This is the true unfolding of who you are, aligned with my heart for you. The weight lifting from you is not an illusion. It is the quiet evidence of my spirit restoring you from within. Do you notice it? That subtle shift in your chest, like something loosening from the center of you. That is my hand. Steady. Sure, releasing fear that tried to dig itself too deeply. Breathe in this peace. Feel how your breath enters with more ease, like returning to a rhythm you forgot. I am not distant, watching you from far away. I live within you, inside both your pain and your joy. There is nowhere you can go that is beyond my embrace. Even now, my closeness is not something you hope for. It is a certainty. There will be moments this week when doubt tries to rise again. You may wake and briefly forget the warmth you feel now. Remember this. My presence does not depend on your emotions. It does not shift with your circumstances. When anxiety presses in, pause. Place your hand over your heart and whisper, "You are with me." That simple act brings your mind back to what is eternally true. The enemy cannot overcome someone who remembers my promise to stay near. The foundation beneath your life cannot be shaken. You wonder if true change lasts. You question whether what you feel now can survive the pressures waiting outside this sacred pause. Listen to me. I am not giving you a momentary escape. I am pouring strength into you, strength that rises in pressure and steadies you in long, quiet nights. What I begin, I never abandon. This chapter will not end with hope slipping through your fingers again. This is the beginning of a new pattern. Courage for battles, calm in storms, joy growing where grief once lived. You will look back on this very day and recognize it was more than inspiration. It was the shift you've been praying for. Let me speak to the uncertainty inside you. You fear falling short again. You fear disappointment will come and prove your weakness. That fear is old, and it is not yours. Hear my voice. My power shines brightest in the places where you feel least capable. I am never surprised by your missteps. My mercy lifts you each time, not with shame, but with the tenderness that formed you. Do not pretend to be stronger than you feel. I am not waiting for perfection. I ask for honesty and trust. Rest in the truth that you are loved fully at your weakest and changed when you lean into me. Say it now. I am not my failures. I am held. I am being renewed. Let this truth drown out every accusation in your mind. What I am doing in you is not just for you. I am awakening you so your life becomes a quiet invitation to others. What I heal in you will flow out naturally, in your words, in your presence, in the way you love. People will feel peace around you because you carry peace that does not come from this world. Never underestimate the power of a transformed heart. My movement begins not with crowds, but with individuals who dare to believe they are chosen. And you are one of them, purposeful, prepared, set apart for this time. This week, you will notice something unmistakable. A message, spoken, written, or sensed, will arrive that answers a question you've quietly held for months. You will recognize it instantly, as though someone read your hidden thoughts. Do not brush it off as coincidence. Let that moment confirm how deeply involved I am in your life. Even now, I am sealing identity in you. You are not forgotten, not overlooked, not last or least. You are chosen, called, equipped. Every voice that whispered you're not enough loses its authority in the presence of my declaration. You are mine. What I call you, no one can undo. You carry my imprint in a way no one else does. You do not need to imitate anyone. Your offering to the world is found in being who I created you to be. Do not shrink from the light I placed in you. Walk forward knowing heaven has already given you permission. As you step into the flow of your day, let every breath remind you that you are not alone. You do not enter uncertainty unprotected. You are surrounded, before you, behind you, above you, within you. Let my love be the anchor that steadies every unknown. When old wounds try to whisper again, return here. Breathe. Let stillness settle over you. You are right where you belong, in my presence, beloved, cherished, destined for glory. Before you move on, speak the truth that touched you most. Write it so your heart remembers. I see every word, Your voice matters to me. You worry that you may fail again today, but I do not see you through the lens of accusation. I look at you with deep, unwavering tenderness. When you stumble, I do not turn away. I draw closer, offering my hand so you are never left to find strength alone. You are not defined by weak moments. I call you by the name I gave before the first sunrise, mine. Each morning I invite you to begin again, not under old verdicts, but wrapped in mercy. Let this be a pause, a sacred breath in the middle of your heavy routine. Lift your eyes just long enough to meet my gaze. I am not tracking your failures or demanding more than you have. I am attentive to the smallest details of your day. The worries circling your mind, finances, relationships, unfinished tasks, none of them surprise me. Before you even speak them, I am already at work arranging what you cannot see. All I ask is that you let me walk with you as you are. I see the weariness behind your quiet sigh, the questions you keep inside. Bring them to me. There is nothing you must fix before coming close, nothing hidden that could push me away. Your honest prayers always reach me. Imagine my hand resting gently on your shoulder, steadying you, never pushing you beyond what you can bear. When others overlook you, know that I never do. My eyes remain on you with uninterrupted love. You look for direction, wanting assurance that the path will open. You long for a sign that you are not circling the same ground. Hear me. I am not distant from your confusion. I guide with wisdom that sees the entire map, every detour, every delay. When you can't see far ahead, I offer you my presence instead. You cannot miss your destination when your steps are placed in trust. Every small movement forward counts, even the hesitant ones. Your willingness to walk with me, even without certainty, is precious. Let gratitude become a quiet rhythm in your day, not as obligation, but as a reminder of my provision. Inhale and name one small light in your life. Exhale and release your need to control every outcome. This exchange is holy. Even when gratitude feels like effort, I see it. Each time you notice my hand, your heart grows stronger. You often fear that surrender means losing yourself, that letting go means losing control. But surrender in my hands is safety. It is not passive resignation, but a choice to let me hold what was too heavy for you. Place your worries, your fears, your hidden anxieties into my care. Imagine them leaving your grip and resting in mine. My strength meets you exactly where yours ends. My peace steadies you for what's ahead. The world around you demands performance and endless doing. But I remind you, your first calling is simply to be with me, to allow yourself to be loved. Out of that love, direction flows. Your identity is not in what you accomplish, but in who you are, my beloved, protected, and treasured. Nothing that comes today or tomorrow can change my devotion. Feel the quiet right now. The world rushes, but I do not. In my presence you learn an unhurried way of living. Slow your inner pace. Let your worries soften. I am rebuilding what feels broken inside you, restoring hope where disappointment thinned your strength. Your story is still being written. My promises remain unshaken. Stay open to what comes next. I am here. Breathe in again and feel how I move closer. You are not unseen. I know the ache beneath your smile, the hidden weight no one else notices. Even the prayers you can't form into words reach me with clarity. I hold your entire story. I walk with you through shadows and through morning light. Every moment, even the ones that seem ordinary, is watched with love. You have never slipped beyond my understanding. My presence rests on you like dawn through a window, gentle, inviting, patient. You wonder if your effort matters, if what fills your hands will satisfy the longing in your soul. You wonder if all the striving will finally lead you home. Hear my answer. You are not valued for what you do, but for who you are, my beloved, shaped by joy. Let your fears settle here. You do not need flawless routines to win my attention. You already have it. Pause. Let gratitude find you. The small rhythms of your life are holy because you are there. My joy is for you even in dim moments. Sometimes you tighten your grip on every detail, thinking it will protect you from uncertainty. I see that worry. I see how the unknown makes you brace yourself. But let my peace steady you. Nothing good in your life depends solely on your strength. My wisdom stretches far beyond your fear. I send reminders of my constancy, a kindness, a moment of rest, a flicker of hope. Let them anchor you. You wonder what surrender looks like. It is not weakness, it is trust. When you release what you cannot fix and place it in my hands, life begins to grow in places you feared were barren. Let your hands open, not in defeat, but in confidence that I am for you. In that surrender, new beginnings rise. Light pushes back old doubts. What you think is falling apart may be making room for something new. As morning unfolds, notice the small things. A cup, a pair of shoes, a familiar song. I am speaking through these details, reminding you that you are not abandoned. My love is as steady as your breath. When struggle tempts you to hide, picture my hand reaching out, inviting you into open space where grace outshines shame. There is nothing about you that could disqualify you from my affection. Not doubt, not weariness, not mistakes. You replay old voices that say love must be earned, purpose must be proven. Let me draw you out of those shadows into the warmth of truth. I call you chosen and adored even when progress is slow and unseen. When waiting stretches long or plans shift without warning, I am not idle. Every delay carries timing. Nothing is wasted. Bring me the dreams you're afraid to speak aloud. They are safe with me. I can do more than you imagine, not through striving, but through my presence working through your life. No longing is too fragile. No hope too small. Your smallest yes opens the way for more. I am already at work in every corner of your journey. Trust that my guidance is as faithful as the sunrise. Even on days when doubt clouds your heart, do not judge my nearness by your circumstances. Others may move on quickly. Community may feel distant. Your prayers may echo, but I remain. Lean into stillness. It is there you hear how deeply loved you are, how intentionally formed you were. The way ahead may feel slow, but strength is growing in you. Courage is rising. Courage born from trusting me with both hope and hesitation. Let gratitude whisper through your day. Notice light, breath, familiar love. These are reminders of my faithfulness. Offer me your weariness and your small joys. I meet you exactly where you are. This is not the end of your story. As you step into another ordinary day, remember I go before you and remain beside you. My mercy renews each morning. My hope never runs dry. Let your spirit settle into this truth. Nothing can separate you from my love. There is more ahead, more than you can imagine. Fear often steals your peace in quiet moments or while preparing for the day. You worry about strength, provision, acceptance, direction. But hear me, my presence is not based on your composure. I am beside you when your thoughts race, when you hesitate, when pressure rises. My hand rests on your shoulder even when you question your worth. You do not need perfect clarity. I ask you to trust my voice, my calm, when your spirit trembles. Every anxious thought, every longing for certainty, I gather gently. I do not scold you. I invite you to bring it all to me. I walk with those who cannot see the path ahead. You think waiting is wasted time, but waiting is where I plant the deepest roots. Listen to the quiet morning, even if life feels repetitive. Let stillness settle like dew on thirsty ground. Breakthrough is on its way, even when you cannot see it. I am preparing the soil of your heart for growth. Some mornings feel heavy, memories pressing in, dreams out of reach, regrets whispering. I see all of it, not with impatience but with compassion. I know how hard you try. I know how easily you feel alone. My love does not depend on how composed you appear. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Pause. Feel your breath. Let stillness soften what feels tight. Let go of your need to fix everything. In this surrender, I give you peace, not an absence of storms, but confidence that you never face them alone. You worry for the ones you love. You long to protect them from harm, but they are not outside my reach. Entrusting them to me is not giving up, it is love. My care for them exceeds your greatest efforts. I am with them in ways you cannot see. You wonder whether your private aches matter to me. They do. Nothing is too small. When sadness clouds you or frustration steals your hope, I draw closer. Your honest tears reach me. I am near to those who admit they need me. You sometimes numb your weariness with noise or busyness. I understand, but I offer deeper rest. Rest that lifts burdens you were never meant to carry. Listen to your breath. Feel the steady sign that your story continues. In waiting, in confusion, I am near. What seems wasted is forming strength. What feels barren is preparing for new life. Let today be enough, not because everything goes right, but because nothing slips through my hands. Other A might misunderstand you. They might miss your effort or overlook your heart. Their opinions do not define you. You are precious because I call you mine. The world's shifting standards cannot change that. When criticism stings or silence feels heavy, remember, I see every small act of kindness, every quiet choice to keep going. I honor what others overlook. If your mind returns to past mistakes, breathe in my forgiveness. You are not bound to who you once were. I take joy in the newness forming within you. When shame tries to accuse you, let my mercy soak through you. My love is the soil where new hope grows. As the day unfolds, carry this truth. You are neither alone nor unnoticed. Not even for a moment. I am with you in stillness and in celebration, in effort and in rest. Whatever comes, my presence surrounds you like sunlight. Nothing you walk through is wasted. Not your tears, not your doubts, not your longing. I am renewing everything, even now. Bring your attention to your heart. Rest your hand there if you can. Feel your breath meet my presence. This is how you remember the closeness of my spirit. Lean into the security that I have never stepped away. You searched for reassurance in many voices, but this is the one that settles your soul. I am here. Let your doubts rise. I am not threatened by them. Let your honest questions surface. They do not push me away. Your vulnerability is not a liability. It is the doorway to deeper healing. Exhale the pressure to perform. Inhale the truth that you are loved right now, without needing to finish the journey first. You wonder if surrender truly changes anything. Fear whispers that you are too stubborn or too slow to transform. That is a lie unworthy of you. My strength works best in the spaces you call weak. Your brokenness is not a barrier. It is the place I begin my greatest work. Say it softly, I am not beyond restoration. Watch what I create from what you offer me. The enemy has tried to wear you down with exhaustion, distraction, and accusations. He has replayed old wounds and twisted truth. My answer is rest. You were never meant to carry these chains. I am lifting the invisible weight from your shoulders, even now. Feel your breath deepen. That is how freedom starts, through the smallest agreement that you are not alone. Others have stood where you stand now, trembling at the edge of surrender. They discovered that when every safety net disappears, I become the foundation that cannot be shaken. Where you see loss, I see room for resurrection. The wounds you hide are not shameful. They are places my compassion flows most richly. There is a reason you survived things that should have broken you. Breathe. Release your grip on that unspoken fear. I know trust feels risky when your heart has been hurt before. I do not ask you to forget the pain, only to offer me your willingness. One step, one yes. That is enough. This new beginning does not erase your past, it redeems it. Every heartbreak becomes soil where deeper love can grow. You feel the tension, the desire for change fighting the safety of numbness. Do not despise your longing to feel again. Your tears soften the ground for my presence to move. You fear surrender might make you disappear. Hear me. I am not here to diminish you, but to reveal the fullness of who you are. Your personality, your dreams, your quirks, they matter. You are not an afterthought. You carry gold inside, even when all you see is dust. Shame has whispered for too long that you are too much or too broken. That ends now. You are not beyond repair. Each morning you wake is proof that you are meant for this world. Stand in that truth. Even trembling is still standing. I strengthen what feels weak. I fill the air around you with my sustaining presence. I am about to show you something you didn't dare hope for. Disappointment taught you to expect less, but my timing is intentional. When you allow me to move freely, renewal begins faster than you imagine. Today you may sense a nudge toward grace, a softening of old wounds. That is me. Peace will settle even in unfinished circumstances. Pause. Close your eyes if you can. Feel warmth spread inside. Let relief surprise you. You do not need to generate faith. I plant it. My spirit is strengthening you beneath the surface. Trust what is growing, even before you can see it. Transformation is not something you must manufacture. That is my work. All I ask is your willingness to release control. When you let me into the places you guarded, I create beauty where walls once stood. I am drawn to your empty spaces, not to judge them, but to fill them. Every place of abandonment becomes a meeting place with me. As you continue this journey, expect resistance, not as a sign of failure, but of progress. The enemy attacks where I am building something valuable. Let confidence settle in your chest. You are never alone in this fight. My angels guard you. My spirit speaks on your behalf. The comfort you seek is real because I am your comfort. Old lies may rise again. I'm not enough. I'm left behind. I can't change. Do not believe them. I have chosen you. I have set you apart. Your worth is not measured by your accomplishments, but by my love. Your role in this world is irreplaceable. Something is shifting. Hope is returning. Disappointment is loosening its grip. Hold steady. This is how transformation takes root. One surrendered moment at a time. There is more ahead, and I am not letting go. Every breath, every choice, every whispered yes draws you deeper into freedom. Listen to your heartbeat. Each beat is a reminder that you live with purpose. I know you wake with the ache of yesterday, unsure if healing is possible for someone wounded so deeply. It is your honesty that draws me near. Your longing is not weakness. It is the doorway to truth. Even your desperation is precious to me. You are not too much. You are not too broken. Place your hand over your heart. Feel the warmth. Each inhale is my affirmation. Each exhale is release. Something is opening inside you, places you thought would stay locked forever. Don't ignore the gentle heat, the lifting in your chest. That is my spirit moving. Let yourself say yes, even softly. What begins here will ripple through your life. I am not threatened by your doubts. I welcome your questions. They show your courage. You don't need perfect clarity to be held by me. My acceptance comes before your understanding. This is where transformation happens, in honest places met with unwavering love. You may wonder when visible change will appear. You hold on to old failures and rehearse shame, but I am already working. My timing is exact. Breakthrough begins inside long before it shows outside. The courage you're building, the hope you're guarding, the kindness you show, these matter deeply. Every surrendered moment builds unseen strength. Soon you will look back and hardly recognize the old version of yourself. There is a battle for your attention every day. The world shouts empty promises, pushing you to compare and strive. Step away from the noise. Ask yourself, whose voice has defined your worth? You are not the sum of opinions or achievements. I named you before anyone knew you. Your belonging is secure. You are chosen, sealed, held close. Let my peace settle into the tight places inside you. Feel your shoulders relax. There is no conflict between vulnerability and strength. Your softest places are where my power shines most. Your hidden wounds do not push me away. They draw me nearer. Invite me into the fragile places. Stop waiting to be whole before letting me in. I am here now, ready to meet you exactly as you are. My wholeness fills the places you feel incomplete. My strength wraps around your weaknesses. Speak this out loud, even if your voice shakes. I am loved in this very moment, exactly as I am. Pause. Listen to what rises inside after you say those words. Do you feel resistance? The quiet mutter that claims you aren't enough? That voice is not yours. It is the echo of old wounds and old lies, but my truth rewrites every false identity. I am reshaping who you believe yourself to be. You were never intended to live under accusation. My mercy is crafting a new story over your life. Don't cling to the past. Hold on to my promise instead. Trust the gentle stirring in your spirit, not the loud noise demanding your attention. Within the next 72 hours, clarity will surprise you, maybe through a conversation, or perhaps in the stillness of an early morning when understanding rises like light and confusion quietly dissolves. You will know it's me because peace will arrive softly, unmistakably. When that moment appears, pause. Let gratitude flood your heart. Mark it as proof that you are moving in the right direction, that your prayers have been heard all along. You are not stagnant. Even when growth feels slow, you will look back and realize how far you've come without noticing. I am building something steady inside you, something storms cannot shake. There is something important about legacy that you need to hear. The healing taking place in you goes far beyond you. Your transformation becomes a doorway others will walk through, proof that hope is real. You are part of a quiet, unstoppable awakening. A movement of hearts remembering that I never abandon what I begin. Your victories, even the smallest ones, ripple outward into lives you haven't met yet. Don't underestimate what light can do when it shines through one surrendered life. I will even use your hesitations as testimony of my faithfulness. Take a breath now. Notice your feelings. Let yourself inhale deeper than usual. You are allowed to hope. You are allowed to expect goodness, even if hope felt risky before. This isn't wishful thinking. It's the reality of my presence working within you. The simple fact that you keep coming back to me, even tired, even unsure, reveals that I have claimed you for more. My beloved, lower your guard. If tears gather, let them fall. I understand every sigh, every prayer without words. If your heart trembles between belief and doubt, don't shame yourself. That tension is holy ground where faith grows strong. You are safe even in uncertainty. I'm not rushing you. I'm walking beside you through every unresolved chapter. When you feel tempted to shrink back or downplay your needs for fear of disappointment, know this: I am dismantling those old defenses one brick at a time. Where others dismissed your emotions or labeled you too sensitive, I call that sensitivity a sacred gift. It shows how deeply you are wired to carry love into places most avoid. Do you feel it now? The shift, the easing of pressure, the gentle pull toward rest? That is my breath, moving through the places that once felt drained or lifeless. I am rekindling what survival had buried. Allow desire to return without shame, even if fear whispers that disappointment might follow. Dare to hope again. This is a new hour, marked not by striving, but by surrender. Each time you yield, you create more room for my spirit to fill you afresh. Keep your eyes open. I am not finished. There is more awakening inside you than you can imagine. I want you to understand this clearly. Nothing about your flaws has disqualified you. The cracks in your heart are the very spaces where my light pours through. My beauty is most visible in the places you once hid. Don't despise the story written through your scars. Many before you carried wounds that became wells of wisdom and strength. You stand among them. You are not alone. Not now. Not ever. There are others walking their own difficult paths, longing for the same hope, carrying the same ache. I am gathering together a family of redeemed hearts, and you belong with them. Lean close, little one. Rest in the truth that you are wanted. Nothing you admit frightens me. Nothing you reveal makes me pull away. I have always known your deepest places, and my desire for you has only grown. There is power in honesty. The more open you are with me, the more boldly my love flows through you. This is only the beginning of a transformation that will shape you forever. I am near. Soon, the next steps will be clearer. As you move through the day, notice how the world demands constant hurry, quick choices, non-stop effort, burdens heavier than your heart can hold. But I invite you to pause, even for a breath, and remember, you are not navigating life alone. When your thoughts race, recall my nearness, closer than your pulse, steadier than the ground beneath your feet. In the quiet beneath every noise, and in the stillness beneath every task, I am guiding you. Let that settle like warmth spreading from within, calming the places anxiety used to rule. You worry at times that you've missed my direction. Believing a closed door means failure or distraction. These thoughts rise in whispers of regret and what-ifs. But hear me. No mistake is final in my hands. I restore the paths you think you've lost. I lift your head when it falls. Where you see only dead ends, I gently open a way. Even if it's through the smallest space, barely visible to fearful eyes. Trust that I will open every door meant for you, and if a door stays shut, I'll guide you to a better one. My wisdom isn't threatened by your uncertainty. You wonder if your needs are too small compared to everything else happening in the world. Your hopes for your family, your desire for relief from worry, your longing for a place to belong. None of these escape my attention. Every sigh is like a note in a song I know by heart. When you ache for someone you love or fear, your prayers go unnoticed. Trust my tenderness. Answers may take time, but waiting strengthens the roots beneath the surface long before fruit appears. Bring every request to me without hesitation. Nothing you carry is too small or too heavy. Some days the weight of your worries tightens your chest and exhausts your spirit. In those moments, sense my unseen hand resting on your shoulder. You do not have to carry everything by yourself. Let your breath slow. Let your pulse ease. I take pleasure in lifting what burdens you. Release every heavy thought, every anxious prediction about tomorrow. Stay here with me, just for this moment where you can breathe again. You ask yourself often if you're doing enough or if your efforts matter, comparing your journey to others and feeling as if you're behind. My child, look away from those fears. See where my light rests uniquely on you. I haven't given you tasks meant for someone else. Even your smallest act of sincerity shines before me like a beacon. Not one gesture of kindness, not one quiet act of faithfulness is forgotten. I remember every offering. In your relationships, you hold both joy and sorrow, hoping for reconciliation, longing for harmony. Harsh words linger longer than you'd like, but my healing touches these wounds too. As you choose forgiveness or attempt again to love, I'm present, softening hearts, mending what has frayed, rebuilding trust like gentle spring rain. Be patient. Vulnerability is not weakness. Let me guard your heart as you love imperfect people, the same way I faithfully love you. There will be nights when loneliness creeps in and silence feels heavy. In those hours, you may imagine I am distant, but I draw near. I sit with you in the darkness. When thoughts spiral or memories sting, turn toward me. Let my presence rest as close as your breath. You are never abandoned, never unseen. Even as you listen now, I am wrapping peace around the deepest places inside you, comfort beyond what words can reach. Every promise I've spoken remains solid. Seasons will change and storms may come, but my intentions for you do not shift. Hold on to the truth that though your story includes struggle, it is being carried forward by my goodness. When you doubt your strength, remember that I am your strength. Even in the valleys shadowed by uncertainty, keep your eyes on my faithful care. Dawn always follows the longest night, and I remain with you through it all. Your worth has never been determined by success or failure. Your future does not hang on your latest mistake. My purpose for you stretches wider than fear and deeper than doubt. Even now, I'm nurturing new courage inside you, drawing out strength you didn't know you had. The world notices only what is visible, but I see the quiet victories, the patience you chose, the goodness you longed for. Take comfort in being fully known and fully loved, not as you wish you were, but as you truly are. If you wonder whether today even matters, remember this. Your gentle words, your steady presence, your small acts of compassion ripple further than you can see. As you walk through today, let gratitude hum softly beneath everything you do. Give thanks for breath, for hidden kindnesses, for the daily invitation to trust me again. Each step you take with me leads toward the fullness I have prepared. Nothing surrendered to me is ever wasted. I am closer than your fears, stronger than your worries, guiding you one moment at a time. Stay near and let your heart rest in my care. There is no burden too heavy for me to lift with you. Even now, I am pouring quiet strength into the places where hope has felt thin. I see the hidden exhaustion. I see every night you carried what felt too heavy and wondered if anyone noticed. I noticed. I am here to remind you that none of your efforts have been unseen. When responsibilities overwhelm you and answers feel scarce, retreat into my nearness. Rest isn't the absence of activity. It's the awareness that I hold you while you move through your day. Let me into the parts of your life that feel scattered. There will be seasons where your mind feels pulled in 100 directions, past regrets, present worries, future mysteries. Yet I invite you to gather those scattered pieces and hand them to me. Every breath you take reminds you, you are not lost. The rhythm of your breathing is beautiful to me. No path is so tangled that I cannot guide you back to my heart. Feel my hand on your back, steady, supportive, as you take life one step at a time. Never alone, never forgotten. Every anxious morning, I am the soft light rising over your horizon. No matter how unsettled you feel, I remain steady. When questions crowd your mind before you've even begun your day, I whisper, you are not alone. Watch for my kindness woven into ordinary moments, the warmth of sunlight, the comfort of a familiar voice, laughter you didn't expect. These are reminders of my joy in being near you. Celebrate them. Gratitude in small things prepares your heart for peace. When you notice the needs of others, know that I am lifting you as well. Your smallest acts of love become seeds that grow into hope long before you see results. A gentle word, a patient pause, a moment of listening, these are gifts I multiply. Nothing offered in love is wasted. In your gentleness, I am especially close. In your willingness to show up, I am building something lasting in you and through you. Let yourself imagine my delight in your growth. I am not the voice pressuring you to rush. I am the one celebrating every quiet step forward. Even when your courage goes unseen by others, I see it all. As you face challenges, those that leave you tired or uncertain, know that I am shaping a stronger heart within you. You are no longer defined by fear or failure. I call you beloved, and I see light growing in you day by day as you release anxiety and welcome my peace. Don't fear ordinary days. Much of my deepest work in you happens in quiet hours when you choose trust over worry. When frustration rises, pause and feel my nearness like a deep grounding breath. Bring me your disappointments, your doubts, your weariness. Lay them down, even if you must do it again and again. I never turn away from your honest prayers. I never tire of comforting your repeated need. My mercy is never ending. My kindness does not run out. Remember, setbacks do not cancel your calling. Delays do not diminish my plans. When you feel slowed or uncertain, let it be a holy pause, a moment to meet my goodness more deeply. I am never in a hurry with you. I restore your vision and renew your strength. I give fresh courage for every step ahead, not fueled by striving, but by grace flowing from my heart to yours. And when loneliness brushes against you or doubt tries to chill your spirit, return to my promise. You are mine and you belong. My companionship is for you. My affection is constant, not earned, not withdrawn. Even now, feel the warmth of my acceptance wrapping around everything you are. You don't need to pretend. Come as you are. Expect new beginnings in places you never thought hope would return. Sometimes transformation begins with the smallest shift, a softened thought, a gentle self-word, a quiet urge to reach out. Follow those nudges. They are invitations from me. No act of faith is too small. If you stumble, remember, I steady you. My patience is greater than your mistakes. My love is strong in your weakest moments. When you feel unsure of your progress, trust that I am tending the soil of your heart, nurturing dreams not yet visible. Nothing planted in faith dies in my presence. I remember the dreams you've hidden. I remember the hopes you whispered only in the dark. I remember the nights you questioned your significance. Lean in. Even now, I am breathing on old embers, awakening what you thought was gone. Feel the pressure lifting from your shoulders. That is my comfort settling into tense places. Inhale deeply. You were not created merely to survive. You were crafted for renewal, rebirth, and purpose. I've heard the doubts telling you you're too broken or too flawed. Those lies crumble in my light. I never use your wounds to predict your future. Instead, I gather every broken piece and declare you are being prepared to bind up hearts even as yours is being restored. You are not the person you once were. Quietly, I have led you from the ruins of regret toward the horizon of healing. My voice has whispered truth even when you struggled to believe it could apply to you. Let my nearness silence the lie that you are forgotten. I am placing new courage inside you. My approval does not depend on perfection. It flows from my joy in your existence. Notice the shift inside you. Soon courage will rise where fear once lived. You may not see the entire path ahead, but you are glowing with purpose. Even now, people around you will feel hope just by being near you. Purpose rarely arrives with grand announcements. It begins here, in moments like this, where your yes carries more power than applause ever could. Stand tall within yourself. Feel the mantle I place on your shoulders. It fits you, even when you feel small. This transformation is not only for your restoration, it is also for those waiting for the hope your story will unlock. Your healing will spill into your words, your presence, your kindness. Lives will be touched because you refuse to vanish into pain. When shame tries to tighten around your identity, remember, I define you. Not your failures, not the opinions of others, not your past. Say aloud, I am chosen. I am cherished. I am called. Hear your own voice speak truth that rewrites your inner world. As rivers carve through stone, my spirit is carving confidence through your uncertainty. Your roots are deeper than you know. Storms that once overwhelmed you now reveal how firmly I've anchored you. Feel the warmth rising in your chest. That is your identity shifting, not tied to loss, but to my unbreakable embrace. You are not held captive by what happened before. I am weaving beauty through every part of your story. Beauty that will silence the voices that tried to curse you. Do you sense the anticipation building? This is not hype. It is destiny waking up. Receive it. Your story is not a warning, but a lighthouse for others lost in the dark. As you keep walking with me, divine appointments will meet you. Don't shrink back. Today, someone's breakthrough may be sparked by your kindness, something simple you almost withheld. You are my quiet warrior, a vessel of healing in unexpected places. Right now, I see you bracing yourself, as though joy can't truly belong to you. Let me tear that lie apart. You were created for fullness, not borrowed happiness. If you knew how heaven celebrates your courage to reach for me again, you would never doubt your worth. You are living proof that ashes are never the end. Beauty belongs to you. Restoration belongs to you. Take a deep breath. Inhale my promise. Exhale fear. This moment is filled with possibility. You wonder if these words are reserved for the especially holy or strong. Hear me. My power shines brightest in your vulnerability. I do not avoid your weakness. I run toward it with the healing your soul has longed for. Relax into my arms. If tears rise, let them be cleansing water, not shame. Even now, your roots are stretching deeper into my love, drawing the strength you'll need. You stand at the edge of a new calling. Old patterns no longer get to dictate your story. I am writing a new refrain, one of resilience and renewal. In the coming days, you'll respond to challenges with wisdom and gentleness that surprise you. This is not self-effort. This is partnership with my spirit. Old wounds will become testimonies. You carry breakthrough in your very bones, drawing others hungry for hope. Listen closely. Within 48 hours, someone from your past will reach out, someone you thought had faded from your story. That moment will bring unexpected peace and closure. You'll know it's me because your heart will settle instead of spiral. This is a sign that nothing is wasted in my hands. Place your hand on your heart. Feel its rhythm. It beats because your story isn't finished. Don't underestimate small obedience, hidden prayers, gentle choices, choosing softness in a hard world. These are acts of holy rebellion. You are not walking alone. Others are awakening beside you, an unseen chorus rising in hope. Even if your circle feels small, your impact is woven into something far bigger than you know. You are part of a turning tide. Expect resistance, but do not fear it. Darkness presses hardest before dawn. When discouragement whispers that you're forgotten, answer boldly. I am seen. I am held. I am destined for more. You are standing in the birthplace of miracles. Soon you will hold evidence of what you've prayed for, not because you forced anything, but because you stayed close to me. There is so much more ahead. More purpose, more revelation, more awakening. Let anticipation take deeper root than anxiety. You are only at the beginning. Stay near. Breathe. Believe that what's coming will astonish you. Let your heart settle now. You are not at an ending, but on the threshold of becoming. Feel the quiet around you. It's filled with my presence. You may want resolution, but I'm inviting you into something richer, a walk where each step draws you deeper into the truth of who you are. Relief and longing may mingle inside you. That's part of transformation. You are awakening to your real identity, not tied to yesterday, but to my love that never dims. You're beginning to see yourself through my eyes, graced, refined, radiant, even in hidden places. Transformation doesn't erase storms. It roots you so deeply that storms no longer unmake you. As you reflect, notice how your soul feels steadier, taller. That strength is evidence of my spirit, breathing life into once silent places. Do you feel the power rising within? It's not about trying harder, it's about releasing more deeply. Each fragile yes you offer reshapes the future. You and I, crafting the next steps together. You are not only healed, you are now a healer. No part of your story will be wasted. Even the chapters you'd erase are becoming bridges of hope for others. You are called to receive freedom and to carry it wherever you go. Your scars are now gateways where my light enters and where it pours back out. Within the next week, someone will cross your path whose eyes reflect pain you remember. Speak the comfort you've received. Peace will settle over both of you like gentle rain. That's how transformation spreads, not loudly, but through small moments infused with compassion. You are entering a season of clarity. My voice will stand out amidst the noise. Sudden understanding will break through where confusion once lingered. Tomorrow, you will wake with confidence about something you've wrestled with. That assurance will be my spirit guiding you. You are not guessing at my will. You are responding to the heartbeat of the one who holds your future. When hesitation rises, remember how far we've journeyed together. Fear of failure no longer defines your decisions. When doubt claims you're unworthy, close the door. My endorsement is on you and cannot be revoked. You are commissioned not to earn, but to walk boldly in what's already been given. Place your hand over your heart. Say it. I am chosen. I am seen. I am not who I once was. That warmth you feel is courage being ignited. Your identity is anchored in an unconditional love. Nothing, no past, no opinion, no failure can separate you from my affection. The breakthroughs you've hoped for are growing in the soil of your surrender. Faith is not straying, it is leaning into my reliability. I have appointed you as a bringer of reconciliation, first within yourself, then to the world around you. Don't shrink your expectations. My restoration has no limits. If hope feels thin, let gratitude rebuild it. Speak 3 simple thanks out loud. With each one, your heart opens wider to wonder. This is no ordinary encouragement. It is a mantle of purpose wrapping around you. I have chosen you to carry a light that cannot be put out. You are part of a movement rising quietly across the world. Others learn to stand tall by watching your resilience. Your quiet victories shift atmospheres you may never see. I am multiplying your influence, often unseen but always intentional. The coming days will confirm it. Watch for someone repeating a kindness you offered long ago. That will be my gentle affirmation. Let your cheers come if they rise. This is sacred release. When you allow yourself to breathe, to feel, to grieve, to soften, you are participating in resurrection. Where despair once lived, hope now springs like living water. If you feel overwhelmed, remember, I never asked you to carry life alone. Whisper my name. I am already responding. Nothing can sever this connection. At this holy intersection of endings and beginnings, listen closely. You are mine, fully and forever. You have nothing left to prove. Rest for now, but rise tomorrow, ready to step into the fullness prepared for you. The world is waiting for who you are becoming, healed, called, marked by grace, unstoppable in love. The journey continues, the best is still unfolding. Amen.